Hello, everybody, and welcome into a Wednesday night edition of the Movie Club. And we got Nate in here, half of the Geeks and Flicks crew. How we doing tonight, man?
I'm doing well, very happy. Thank you for asking me to be on. I love talking, period. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And
Yeah.
thanks for having me.
Well, we'll just probably get along really well because usually I don't shut up and I just keep on going. So
Okay.
we'll just roll with the punches with that. But no, in all seriousness, I know it's been a long time, but there's been a stream or two that we've been able to be on together, and I know I've been in some chats and things like that. And no, I just it's one of those things that I was like, you know what, it'd be fun to have you on to dig into some of your interests, where you're at now, where you're going, and whether movies, collecting. We were talking about music, sports, the YouTube channel, everything. Whatever we can get into, or nothing. We'll just kind of go with it.
Love it.
But we got a few people jumping in here. I tried to do a good job of jumping back and forth between the chat and us talking because I want to maximize my time with you right now to talk to you. But I'm going to run through just really quickly to say hi to a few people in the chat. We got really old movies in here saying sup everyone. Current channel members, so thank you very much. Always appreciate that. We got Joe Joker in here said, let's go. We got Nikki in here saying, good evening, Corey, Nate, in chat. Thank you very much. We got Johnny in here. What's Johnny watching? Another great channel member. And Nikki was too. I didn't say that, but saying, what's up, cool kids? Some highs back and forth. Nate's been on so many shows this week. He needs to sign autographs. Have you? Okay, this month has been a busy one for me too. So have you been kind of doing a marathon this week or this month?
I'm the mediumest working man in show business. I think. I wouldn't say the hardest working, but like I was on a stream last night. We had our live stream last week. I was also on Mega Mike's channel last week. So I want to say I've been on like 4 live streams in the last like 9 days, but that's okay. It's fun. I mean, I agreed to them, so it's not like I didn't want to do them or anything.
So I have a lot of fun with them too, and I agree to them, whether it's on mine or somebody else's. But do you ever have those moments? This month was my moment of like, I don't regret any of them. I've had so much fun, so far this month. But every once in a while, I'm like, oh dang, like there's another one. And like I said yes to a lot of things, whether on mine or another one. So do you ever find that you're like, oh, you step back and go, that doesn't mean I didn't want to do it, but you're like, wow, this is going to be a busy month.
100%. I am human after all, and I do like to do stuff. I don't want to just work and then do YouTube. Mm-hmm. There are times, like you said, where I'll be on like 2 or 3 live streams in a week for like 3 weeks in a row.
Yep.
And it could be a lot. And, there's times where I'll regret agreeing to it before we start. And then as soon as we get on, I'm like, I'm having a good time. And I'm right in the zone. So, but yeah, it definitely happens. Not too often lately, but it's happened in the past. I did too many shows this month for sure.
This month, it must be the busy month because I have the same thing too. Enjoyed every minute of it, but I was like, whew, there was a lot of yeses in this month on my channel and others. So
yeah,
but no, absolutely, it's a really good time. So Anthony, what's going on? Saying, how are you doing, buddy? By the way, I'm still up to 2024 in my memoirs. Awesome, keep on chipping away at that. I'm interested to see when you release it. Got a lot more highs back and forth. We got Jeff in here, John Doe Juggalo, another great channel member. So good evening. Good to see you. We got Jim in here saying, hello, Nate. Hello, chat. Hello, you rat bastard. That's me. Okay. And just in case you're like, what are you talking about? No, that's me. That's a fun little inside joke, but I own it like it's a badge of honor. I'm the rat bastard.
Okay.
So, looking forward to next Tuesday, Court. Yep, we're going to be hanging out as well. So looking forward to it. Gizmo, Video Man Gizmo is in here. I always have to proofread his comments because he likes to test me a little bit to see what I'll bring up on screen. So, but he's a good guy. Love him to death. Gizmo, good to see you. And yep, my dog's doing well. So I hope you are as well. We got Prince in here. Oop, that didn't go. Hey, Dirk, I mean Corey.
Oh, you got many nicknames.
Oh yeah, I've been called many things, many things. Nate, I'll ask again: Exit 8 or Backrooms, and why is it Exit 8? And please give elevator pitch to Corey about Exit 8. Wow.
Okay,
you got a lot right there, man.
Okay, Exit 8 or Backrooms. Yeah, he's right. I much preferred Exit 8 to the Backrooms. I saw, the funny thing is I saw Exit 8 came out first. Have you seen Exit 8?
I have not.
Okay.
It was in like my theater for, I know it might be exaggerating, but no more than a week.
No, it was only here for a week as well.
Yeah.
So,
and I couldn't get out to it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, essentially, I mean, they're in the same ballpark. They're in the same realm. Exit 8's based off a video game. And by the way, I knew nothing of this before I saw it. I just saw a cool looking horror movie, Japanese, and I was like, you know what? My theater's playing it. Let me go watch it. It was about me and 5 other people in the theater. And I knew nothing, but it's in the same ballpark of this sort of, liminal space type thing. This one a little different because he's in a subway station that is like kind of never ending. Yeah. And I found it, I was literally pretty much the whole movie, super invested, even from the jump. Like, you get some opening dialogue and then he starts his little walk and it's just him walking the same hallways over and over. But like the editing is great. There's like a 1 or 2 good scares. Like, I wouldn't say it's the scariest movie, but there's 1 or 2 good scares and it has a really good plot and story. And that was kind of my issue with the Backrooms Backrooms I saw in a packed theater. Absolutely, it was like sold out. Bunch of people in there, and you could hear a pin drop. Like, no, I don't know. It didn't have the same. They might have liked it. I don't know, but it didn't have the same energy. I don't think the story was that good, and I think it relies too much on you knowing Backrooms lore before going in. Whereas Exit 8, I felt like told me a good story without me having to know anything prior.
You could be fresh to it and still enjoy it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And it's based off a video game. Like I said, it's like an indie video game. And I never played it, never heard of it, but I thought it was quite great. Probably one of my favorites, like one of my favorite horror movies of this year, for sure.
I want to see it really bad. I've heard of a lot of good things from friends, and that's just one. We were talking about how busy schedules are in work. You got ebbs and flows of like busy and even busier.
Right. Exactly.
It's not like anything other than that. And I think that hit in a even busier time for me. And when I'm in a very, very small market, and when it is not there more than a week, literally, I missed it. And so I do definitely want to see that one. So it's on the to-do list with a lot of other movies. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We got Mr. Holland Oates in here saying good evening. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for jumping in. We got Adrian James in here across the pond in the UK saying hello, fellas. Good to see you, man. We got some highs back and forth. Talking about across the pond there, we got Unplugged in here saying hello. How you guys doing? We're doing great, man. Thanks for jumping in.
What's up,
man? We got some people in some early morning hours jumping in and saying hi, so we definitely appreciate that. Sorry, I'm going to try to run through here really quickly. I love it. Everybody's like jumping in saying hi. I might jump by the highs back and forth. Jaman said, what's up, peeps? How we doing?
Hey.
All right, I'm going to put a pin in that for right now. So talking about that, Exit 8 and Backrooms, those are some more recent movies that have been coming out. How are you feeling about 2026 so far? That's been rolling out in the theater.
Yeah, to me, I feel like it's been a very strong year compared to the last few.
Yeah.
I'm a big theater goer, so I go to usually, I would say between 2 and 3 movies a week. sometimes more if there's more release than I like if I want to see all of them. But I go at minimum 2 times. I see at least 2 movies a week. So except last week, Odyssey was the only thing that came out, so that's all I saw. But so I'm a big theater goer, so I see a lot of new movies, and I have really dug a lot of movies that came out this year. Every year is going to have some stinkers, right?
Yeah.
But I think the average of good to bad this year heavily is on the good side. Like even and a lot of original stuff, obviously, the Obsession kind of thing, Backrooms as well, big hits on small budgets. Horror, sure, but still, any horror that makes $300-400 million is like incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Especially on the budgets they were running with.
Yes, exactly. Like what Backrooms was like 10 million, I think, and Obsession was under 1. So I mean, amazing. Some new filmmakers coming out. I feel like horror's done pretty well this year. Even blockbusters have actually been good this year. I think Project Hail Mary was amazing. I thought Masters of the Universe was a lot of fun, even though people didn't see it.
That was okay. So again, the run and the time they had in my theater, I missed it, but it's already out on one of my streaming services. So I have it already on my watch list. I wanted to see that so badly in the theater, but I work and where I live and what's available to me, it doesn't always agree.
It happens. And I thought that was a blast. The Odyssey, obviously, I thought was very good. So like there's been even the Minions, I saw Minions and Monsters, and I like that too. And I was like, you know what? I didn't even like the first 2, but I thought this one was very good. So I feel like there's been a lot of strong summer, not all, but a lot of strong summer movies. Yeah. And then early in the year, there was a lot of good stuff that came out. So I think this year's been very good, especially compared to 2025 or even 2024. I feel like they were kind of lackluster. Like I like movies here and there, but
yeah. Well, you were mentioning a couple genres, and I know I've been talking with some friends, and with some of the ones that kind of pop up in my head that I got to go out and see in the theater. Do you feel that this has kind of been the horror year, or not, or do you feel like it's a good mix?
Yeah, I think it has been okay. I want to say I think every year there tends to be some good horror movies, if you seek them out. What I will say is I think it's very impressive with these first-time filmmakers, multiple of them, and these are like monster hits. Like I think Conjuring 4, I think that was last year, like that made 400. But I mean, you're talking about the 4th movie in a very established franchise. For Obsession to make that much, I think is amazing. For Backrooms to come close, I think is amazing. And I think Hokum did okay. People liked it. It didn't make a ton of money, but I think it's been a good first half for horror films. There's still some coming out later in the year. But the fact that they're competing up there as like US domestic box office as like 2 of the highest grossing of the year, I think it's fantastic. And it should hopefully for us, for movie watchers, kind of get these studios to step their game up in general, right? Like these little small,
if they can do it.
exactly. So good on Focus, A24 for Backrooms, good on Focus to pick up Obsession. They're smart. That's Universal. They said, hey, we'll release this under Focus. And, maybe you'll get some like, Searchlight horror movie that's like a little a small thing. So I don't know. I think it's been very good for horror. Is it the year of horror? I don't know. It's definitely the year of those 2 movies for sure.
So whether it's horror or not, when you see some of these younger directors, like you're talking about, coming out and doing this, whether you had a positive or negative outlook, I'm not asking about that, like coming up here, but like when you see that, does that get you excited? Maybe what's coming up, that you got this new blood, these like 20s, directors in their 20s, like coming out swinging. And we're talking about sports when we came out here, coming out swinging, hitting some dingers right off the bat. Are you excited about that, to see what's coming out, or just kind of cautiously optimistic? Or
so when it comes to me, I have like I have a rule. This is a self-imposed rule. Nobody told me about it. I don't even know if anyone else follows this sort of thing, but I gave myself a rule. This started back when when I first started podcasting and stuff, and a new director would come out. I have a 3-movie rule. When they come out with a movie, if I love it, I'm guaranteed seeing their next 2 movies, no matter what, whether good or bad.
They earned your trust for a couple more.
2. Correct.
Yep.
If they have 3 movies and I enjoyed all 3, they automatically go on the must-watch list. Even if their next 3 are not that good, I know what they're capable of, and I'm locked in. So I love to see fresh filmmakers. If you think back to like Spielberg and Lucas and Coppola, like these guys all were making movies when they were in their 20s. You know what I mean?
Or
Like
Tarantino.
Tarantino. Yeah, like that's when some of the all-time greats started and came out swinging. And so I love when, again, I didn't even love Backrooms, but I love that Kane Parsons was able to do that movie. He's really young. I think he's like 20 or 21, something like that. So,
I was too worried about getting into a bar at that time, and he's making a movie and like having a hit on screen, and I'm like, I should have been more ambitious.
Yeah, and he's a YouTuber. So like,
exactly.
Even beyond the age, the fact that people are being able to jump from this platform into Hollywood, I think is great, because there's a lot of people who are very talented, and I think now they're going to have more opportunity because these young guys are coming through and making these awesome movies. So yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic.
So I kind of wondered about that, like you had that run in the 80s and 90s where like almost, it just seemed like everything was getting greenlit. And there was a lot of like the low to mid budget movies that were going out, not just the big, huge blockbusters. Yeah. And I was kind of hoping that this was pumping that idea of maybe giving more chances to some of these young up and comers that aren't swinging a, $500 million budget, blockbuster sequel or something. But yeah, no, it's, I hope it's a good swing around to that. But, sorry, I'm going to jump into the chat real quick. I said this really wrong. I know YouTube threw me off when they started changing names. Jay, I said J-Man. I know it's J-Man 20, but Jay, I see your picture now and I know who you are there. Sorry, it throws me off. And when I have to try to talk and click on things, it throws me off a little bit. But no, thanks for jumping in here. Unplugged was saying I picked up Jungle Book, Cinderella, Runner, Crazy Stupid Love, Chronicles of Narnia. Wow, you got a lot of stuff there. Voyage of Dawn on Blu-ray. 50 pence. Oh, you always get these crazy deals, man. I always love. I'm nothing wrong with buying some used movies, doing a little thrifting for sure.
Right, absolutely.
Adrian said Clayface trailer looks good, doesn't it? I have not seen the latest trailer. I saw the full trailer released. I have not watched it yet. So, have you gone out and watched that one?
I did. I watched it like maybe an hour ago.
Okay.
Yeah, a big Batman fan. My number one, DC character. I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of villain movies.
Yeah.
I think they never do them right.
Yeah.
And I think they make us sympathize with people we shouldn't be sympathizing with. And I kind of don't like that.
Yeah.
So that's just me, though. Visually, it does look interesting. I'm interested. I'm going to see it. Yeah. But that genre in general is not something that draws me usually.
Okay. No, I can understand that completely. But no, I have not seen the full trailer. I saw it was released, but I did not have a chance to go see that yet. Big Knock, what's going on? Saying hola, everyone. Just saw the Odyssey. Hope you enjoyed it. I have not seen it yet, but I always hope it's good. I always hope you have a good time with it. We got Sashi in here saying greetings. Good to see you, Sashi. Joe Joker saying, do you guys feel so far 26 has shown more people going to the theaters than previous years?
Yes. I mean, the box office, well, I'll give 2 examples. For one, the box office says yes, because it's up in general year over year, even from last year. It might be higher than 2024. I haven't seen any comparisons there.
Yeah.
And the Odyssey's killing, and Spider-Man is absolutely going to destroy.
Oh,
And you have Doomsday, and you have Dune. So yes, I would say yes. And two, just as you know, my experience, I've been in more full to mostly full theaters this year than in the last few years. Like I said, my Backrooms theater was packed. My Odyssey screening was sold out. There was a few other movies I can't think of off the. My Obsession theater was full, and I saw it early. Like I saw it the Thursday night it came out, and it was packed. So yeah, I've been in more full theaters than I have in the last few years, and I love it. I love a good full theater.
I thought I was reading some article that the box office numbers, like dollars, like for ticket sales, has been like heavy in the positive direction this year. So
Yeah,
which is awesome because that means theaters stay open and we can still go to see movies there and all that fun stuff. But
absolutely.
Unplugged with a £1 super chat in there. Thank you so much. Never needed, but always appreciated. Thank you very, very much for doing that. Jay also was a $5 super chat for my question. No, you never have to do that, but truly, truly appreciate it. But yeah, I never feel like you have to do that. But thank you so much. It will goes right back into the channel, man. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
Jay was saying, what has been a surprise, or asking what has been a surprise hit for you this year?
All right. So, okay, this is gonna be one that's like, I'm just pulling up something here really quick. So, yes, as far as surprise hits, now this one, okay, I'll give two. One that's like I feel is worthy, and one that's such a me pick. So the very worthy one that I think everyone should probably check out, and you want to talk about a movie that was barely in the theater, the movie called Carolina Caroline.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, this is with Kyle Gallner and Samara Weaving. It's, I wouldn't call it Bonnie and Clyde. I guess a modern Bonnie and Clyde is maybe one of the best like comparisons.
I like both of them a lot too.
Yes,
so,
exactly. They're like really, they're like B-level actors who are great. Like they have a lot, very high skill as far as that goes. But they're just not A-list names.
Yeah.
So I think that is one that I think, and Jay said big a hit. It's not a hit, but I loved it, and I think everyone should check that out. It's probably ready. I think it's already available to rent.
I'm just trying to look it up right now, actually. So.
Yeah, it wasn't even in the theater for a week down here. It was in the theater for like 4 days, and at one theater.
I don't even remember hearing about it.
Yeah, so I would say that
it's renting right now. Yeah.
Okay, then I recommend it highly. Yeah. I think it's great. The other one is what's this movie called? It was called. Oh my gosh, it was so stupid, but I loved it. It was called Deep Water. Deep Water.
I've heard of that, but I've not seen it.
Oh my gosh. So this is a shark. This is an airplane crash shark survival movie all in one. And it stars Aaron Eckhart. It stars Ben Kingsley. And
we got some names there. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, and Aaron Eckhart, let me tell you something. He plays this thing completely straight. This is a goofy premise, and he's
taking
like,
it for real.
Yeah, he's like, I'm in a real movie, and it helps. It honestly helps because I'm like, you know what? I like this guy. I'm rooting for him. Rennie Harlan directed it, and if you're a '90s or '80s person, Rennie Harlan. The plane crash scene is legitimately intense. The shark scenes are like pretty gory. What could have been really like a sci-fi channel movie turned out to me to be a really good B movie. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. And Deep Water was fun. I liked it.
So I've had some of those where you are expecting, like you said, the B movie, the late night cable channel movie, but then you're like, you see a couple names, and then they come and they're like, you're paying me a paycheck. I'm putting it into it. And they're like, they deliver whether it was that B movie or, whatever else. And that's pretty cool. And that can elevate it quite a bit. I can see. I'll have to check that out. So what you say, it's worth watching?
I like it. Absolutely. If you
had fun with it? Yeah.
If you're like if you're like at all a Rennie Harlan, like Deep Blue Sea. You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
knows how to do
yeah.
sharks already.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you like old school Rennie Harlan, because he did those horrible Strangers movies, and I feel like he was like, I need to make a movie that I really like will enjoy. And I feel like he enjoyed making it, and I enjoyed watching it. Me and all 3 people in my theater. I think we liked it.
The 3 of us enjoyed it immensely.
I had a good time. I thought it was great.
No, I'll have to watch that one. I've actually heard a couple other people say they had a good time with that too. So yeah. Oh man. Okay. Got some more stuff to check out. I was just to say, Unplugged was saying bye. Good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for the super chat. As always great supporter. So I appreciate it. Prince was asking Corey, and it's go for either one of us. Have you seen the Sheep Detectives yet? You want to answer first?
I have not.
Okay. I
have not.
I just watched it this past weekend. Okay. It's on Prime right now, I think. So. Sorry, I have too many freaking streaming services and I can't remember what I watch things on, but I think it's on Prime right now, and I just watched that one. It was and I don't mean this demeaning, but it was a cute movie. It's a family movie. It's got some heart tug pulls, but overall I thought it was a good movie. Yeah.
I've heard good things. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, it's a cute, like I said, I know people will take offense when I say that, a cute movie, but it's definitely a family movie, but not too kiddish where an adult wouldn't enjoy it. So
I think my thing with like family films, and obviously I grew up watching all these things. Like I love Disney, and I love animation, but I tend to lean toward, if I see like a family movie that's coming out, I tend to lean towards the ones that look like they could really be something other than like a kid movie. And like you said, no shame on it. I've heard good things, about Sheep Detectives. But when I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, this is a murder mystery with talking sheep. To me, it has like a cap of what I think. Yeah, a cap of what I think I will love in a movie. So maybe I'll watch it, but definitely at home. I didn't feel the need to like see it at the theater.
Yep, I didn't see it in the theater. I think that was one of my the chain that I have around me for theaters. They do mystery movies sometimes, and there was I think that was one of the mystery movies, and I did not have a chance to go see that one. I tried to get out to some of those because they're a lot cheaper, and sometimes it's kind of fun to see something a little early. But yeah, no, just last weekend on I believe Prime we saw that, but. We got Tiana in here saying hi, everyone.
Tiana.
Great channel member there too. Turner fans, what's up, Rich?
Oh, Rich, my buddy. And I see he liked Sheep Detective, so now I don't want to see it. If he liked it, I'm out. We have an understanding here.
Rich,
usually we do
there's
not
some
like
fighting
the same
words
things.
there.
So he said it's a nice little movie. I'm out.
You're like, I hate it. I hate it already. I haven't seen it. Oh, Rich is just one of those guys. No, you just gotta.
He's the best.
But no, he is. He's a good guy. And I've been lucky enough to meet him in real life a couple times. So
nice.
That's pretty cool. Hopefully more times in the future. So
he's always ducking me. He always acts like he's gonna come visit, and then he never comes to visit. So,
oh, Rich, come on, man.
Maybe that's why I don't like his movies that he likes.
Yeah. You got to go visit him, and maybe he'll like some of your movies that you pick out. So
yeah, come on,
come on, dude. Turner fan or Rich. Sorry, I hate that when YouTube switched the names on there. But Sheep Detective was a nice little movie. I would say that, yeah, and that's not a demeaning thing, but it's a cute, nice little movie. Yeah. So we had a good time watching it that night. The other one that came up on one of my streaming services was Normal, and I threw it out to the people in my house: Normal or Sheep Detectives, and Sheep Detectives won out. So
I saw Normal. Is that the Bob Odenkirk?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty good.
I want to watch that one. It kind of looked like Nobody, but North Dakota or Minnesota or Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota.
I think it's Minnesota or. Yeah, I think it's Minnesota. It's like a little small town, shoot 'em up type movie. Like it's It's the Sheep Detectives. It's a nice, cute action movie. You know, like it's like
Oh
short.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
90 minutes. I guess their equivalent just one's the adult version of it.
Yeah. So honestly, those I love some movies like that. Like they're fun. They don't overstay their welcome, and you could be tired late at night and you can still fit it in. You know,
Right.
you can get that movie watched for the night. So who knows? Maybe tonight I'll still be watching. We were talking about how, you know, after the stream, probably not going to sleep right away because we don't observe sleeping hours. And yeah, I do that quite often. Sometimes I get a movie that comes up in the stream that I ended up wanting to watch that night if I have it available to me. So, but yeah, Normal, that's one I definitely have on the watch list. I like him. And the Nobody movies, I had fun with them. So, and people are like, oh, it's like Nobody. And I'm like, well, I had fun with those, so I'll probably have fun with this one too. So,
yeah. I'd say they're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Honestly. This one's a little less funny than Nobody.
Okay.
But there's humor, but it's a little less funny. And it's a little more no, they're about the same concept wise. Like he's a cop who's like a temporary cop, and there's like Yakuza. And anytime you get Yakuza in something, it's a little bit, you know, elevated.
Especially in Minnesota.
Exactly. You know, as far as humor, it kind of makes it like, all right, this is a little bit. But, yeah, I thought it was fun. It was good.
I just want to watch the movie to figure out why they're in Minnesota. So
they do explain it. So
okay.
Actually, you'll get what you want.
Then I'll be happy with the movie.
And it has the Fonz in it. Henry Winkler's is in
yeah.
that movie too.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. What was that? I have not seen the whole series, but Barry. Did you ever get into that?
No.
Barry, he's
with
in that
Bill Hader.
Yeah.
I've heard amazing things. This is going to be the part of the show where every time people get mad at me, I watch almost no TV.
Oh no.
Almost none. And,
you and I are the same there.
Okay. I'm like, I watch too many movies and sports and go outside, and I just don't. I don't have time to the long form 25 episodes. 20. I don't have time for it. So every time people recommend me shows, I feel so bad because I'm like, I'm never gonna watch it.
Nope, I will never give you any hate for that because I'm the exact same way. Where I'll even watch a few episodes or even a full season of some series, and I'll be like, "That was awesome," and I don't go back to it. and then I go watch Normal for 90 minutes. For 90 minutes.
Like, no, I saw season 1. It was good.
Yep. No, I don't know. The way I'm kind of wired, I lean towards movies more. And
100%.
Yep. So, Rich was saying me and Nate are polar opposites.
This is true. This is true.
Oh, I feel a convergence happening. You're gonna figure out something that you cross over on. So
every once in a while, we'll like the same movie.
Yeah.
Usually, Rich could probably say he'll probably agree. Usually it's something that I saw before him and I really liked it, and then he happened to see it and also liked it. It's rare that he sees something first, really likes it, and then I watch it and then I like it. So sometimes it happens, or those like undeniable movies, right? Like the ones that everyone likes, we're probably on the same page.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'd like to give him crap though. It's fun.
Oh yeah. You know, I always joke. Some of my closest friends, if they haven't given me crap for a while, I almost reach out and be like, "Are we okay? Did something happen?
Right.
Are you mad at me or something? You haven't like given me crap for a while, and I just want to make sure we're okay, you know." And
yeah, do you hate me now? You haven't
exactly.
You haven't called me a jerk, and like
you haven't made fun of me, made a joke about me for a while. But in all seriousness, I have a lot of good friends that are like that. We kind of poke at each other, but then like, haha, okay, have you seen this movie? You know, after that, but yeah, we always joke if we haven't heard a poke at each other for a little while. It's like, okay, are you mad at me now? So
yeah, what's going on here?
Yep. Rich says, I want to see Normal. Yeah, that's like I said, I got that queued up. I need to watch that one. It lost the vote the other night, but I have a feeling that will be a evening or I just put a movie on for myself. So
nice.
Jay was saying the pacing was great and normal.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dan and Horror, what's going on? Saying, hey, Corey. Good to see you, man. We both like The Invite.
I saw it first. That sticks to it sticks to my theory. I saw that first before.
Well, maybe that's what he's agreeing with there too. So Nate's 100% right.
Yeah. He couldn't taint it for me before I went to see it. So, but he's right. That's a great movie.
And then he's agreeing with me too. If Nate didn't bust my balls, something's wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So so we've been having fun so far in the movie theaters. Have you been digging into anything other than new releases? That's something that's really kind of popped out at you. That maybe it's an older one, or maybe some reviews that you guys have done on the channel. Something that kind of jumped out at you that you enjoyed.
Yeah. And typically that happens in that exact scenario. So. Like a normal week for me is Thursday night going to the theater, seeing one or more new movies. I don't like going Fridays because it's too many teenagers.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll go on a weekend if I can't make it. Like I'll go early on a Saturday if I can't make it on a Thursday. But Thursday night is that because we record on Sunday mornings, the podcast, I normally watch my whatever I got to review for that week on Friday or Saturday at home. And then like Monday through Wednesday, if I catch a movie, I catch a movie, but I know I'm going to be watching 4 or 5 in a 3-day period. So I don't watch too many then. But recently we're doing, so I'm not a big Western fan. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my genre.
That's okay.
I if I like it, I like it, but it's not like a genre I tend to like go to too often.
Yeah.
Fair enough. For the Action Movie Guys podcast, we're doing Westerns, and I just watched for the first time. So we're doing a bunch of Clint Eastwood Westerns. That's the first like 8 that we're doing. And I had seen 2 of the ones we did already, which was A Fistful of Dollars. I've seen multiple times. Love it. Amazing. And then I watched Joe Kidd, which I had already seen as well, and I liked it. But I just watched for the first time For a Few Dollars More.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, I didn't like it as much as A Fistful of Dollars. Just story-wise, I think that's a better script. I feel like it's a better story. Yeah. However, just movie-wise, I really liked For a Few Dollars More. I like Sergio Leone's directing in that. I think it's beautifully shot. Really iconic, like just moments, right? A lot of stuff that you could freeze frame it, and it's just a great picture. And I thought it was fantastic. So that was my first time seeing that as far as old movies. I'm kind of upset because last year I go to Regal. That's like my closest theater chain. And they were doing every month, they were doing like throwbacks where they would show all these old movies. And they stopped doing it. Like they did it for the first like 2 months this year, and they haven't done it. And I'm so mad because last year I saw a bunch of great first time stuff like at the theater. So this year I haven't seen as many like older movies for the first time. That was one. We still have a few more in this little Western list that I've never seen, like The Magnificent Seven. I'm going to be watching that. There's 1 or 2 other ones The Outlaw Josie Wales. I have to watch that this weekend. Never seen it. So I'm hoping I like them, but
Well, you mentioned Leone, and not to go off on this too far, but have you ever seen Once Upon a Time in the West?
No. I started it, and I've seen the first like 10 minutes, and then I had to leave. And I was
I didn't know if you were just like, no, that's not for me.
No, I liked it. I was like, oh, this is it's like kind of slow, but I'm like, this looks interesting. It looks great. And then I had like an emergency. I don't even remember what it was, and I was like, I gotta run, and I never restarted it. So I need to rewatch.
That's an interesting one. I'll say that, but I'll agree with the slow burn type of thing. It builds. That one does for sure.
Have you seen Once Upon a Time in America? Sergio Leone.
I don't know if I have.
Do you want to talk about slow burn? That one is. It was in the 80s, so you have like Robert De Niro, a little Jennifer Connelly is in it, and she was like, I don't know, a kid or a teenager. I don't know if it's like the version I watched was like 3.5 hours or 4 hours. I don't know. It was very long. But
I don't think I've seen that one. No?
Okay. I mean, if you like Leone in general,
check it out.
I would watch it. It's definitely a slow burn, but it's sort of a it's not a gangster movie per se, but it's kind of in the crime realm. But it's these friends that grow up, and it follows them kind of from when they were kids as they grow up and become adults, and some are into like organized crime and things like that. And it's very sprawling, but it looks beautiful, and it has great music. It has all the touchstones of like a Leone movie, but I feel like a lot of people don't watch that one, maybe because it's long. I have no idea.
That turns some people away, but I'll have to check that out. Sin, hey, what's going on? Sin's corner in here saying the good, the bad, the ugly is better than the first two, and the good, the bad, and the weird is a fun Korean Western spin on the. And I have it too, and I haven't watched it. And she'll laugh at me because that's my. I'm gonna start making T-shirts that says I own it, but I haven't watched it yet.
That's a great shirt. That's me. I have a ton of them. I have a lot of those movies.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of us could be like, yeah, that could be my T-shirt.
I haven't seen it either. So. I bought it because it was on sale at Barnes & Noble, and I have not put it in yet.
Yeah, I think that was one of the sales that was going on, and I ended up grabbing it. I think my friend Ryan, Movies with Ryan, had talked to me about it, and it sounded interesting from what he said. And yeah, I have not gotten to it yet. So you obviously have a lot of great movies sitting behind you there. And do you find that's a constant struggle of bringing new things in and getting them watched?
That I feel like that is the collector's struggle.
Like you're like, that's a rhetorical question.
I mean, unless well, okay. So I know some people who like when they buy a movie, they watch it right away. Like, they buy it, they watch it. I have never in my life, when I started collecting movies when I was like 17, and I started buying DVDs, and I got my first job. I had my own money. I started buying DVDs, and then I would only buy, at first, I only bought stuff that I, had seen before. Mm-hmm. It didn't take long, or maybe like I said, 18 or 19, that I started doing the blind buying early on. And I was just like, this looks cool. This looks cool. This looks cool. And we used to have a store called Movie Stop. Back it was like GameStop, but for movies. And so I would trade and trade and trade. And then Blu-ray came out, and I traded literally all my DVDs, got Blu-rays, blind buying. I have so many movies that have come into my collection that I've never seen, that I still have, and so many that have come in and left without me ever seeing them. I was like, I'm never going to watch it. I'm just going to get rid of it. And so, yes, Corey, it is a major struggle. I have a whole shelf. So I have this little shelf right here and this one. Here. I have 3 more that you can't see. Yeah. And I have one over there, and that one is where I put like all the ones I haven't watched, and it's full. And I'm like, one day I'm gonna get to this
I will
one
watch them all.
Yeah, but I don't know when that is. We'll see.
No, I definitely have that struggle, and I figure that would be the answer, but and then we get Sen chiming in here. Of course, he hasn't watched it yet. Talking about me, that's a little joke
neither,
of the. Yeah.
I'm with you.
There's like so many times we're like talking on a stream, like, oh yeah, I own that. I haven't watched it yet though. That happens all the time. Once Upon a Time in America is a sleeper, but definitely a slow burn, fantastic film.
Okay, so
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. The collector's struggle is real, for sure. For sure. But that's what have you been? So you were mentioning DVDs. Yeah. So you're probably pretty early on. You got kind of bit by the bug to start grabbing stuff and putting them on the shelf, or?
Yeah. So just a little story time. I'll try to go quick.
Go for it, man.
Basically, growing up, so I have 2 siblings, but my younger brother's like 9 years younger than me. So like me and my sister, we're close in age, only 2 years apart. And growing up, we had like, my parents are not movie people, which people always find funny. Like I did not get my love movies from them. And so they're not movie people. They have seen movies, but they don't like watch them.
Right.
And, but they bought us a bunch of like VHS tapes when I was a kid. So like on rotation, like I have seen the movies, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the first 2 Ninja Turtles, all the Disney movies from like Little Mermaid through Lion King, and then Bambi and Cinderella. Those two specifically. I've seen Bambi more than anyone I know. And so I grew up having we had VHS tapes, but only like maybe 15 or 20. That was it. And we didn't get new ones. Like what we had was what we had. So we just watched them over and over. But I started going to the movie theater when my grandma used to take me. So that's how I got into like watching so many movies. Like she would take me every single Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah. So she would go read the calendar, the little thing that shows like the movies that are coming out and the stars. She's like, find something with 3 stars. I don't care what it is. So I would just pick a movie. We would go watch it. So once I turned old enough to buy my own stuff, at that point DVD was out, obviously. So yeah, I started with DVD. Circuit City was my store of choice. I don't know if you had Circuit City out there.
We did for a little ways from me, but I love to visit it. I will say that.
It was great. So, dude, honestly, it was better than Best Buy. When it was at its heyday, it was better than Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to go to Circuit City, and I would just spend, I don't know, like an hour or 2 hours just going through, looking. And DVDs, even then, they were like $4. I could find some for like $3.99, $4.99 new.
Yeah.
And so I would just buy stuff. I did watch a lot of them. But there was still that thing of like some of them never got watched. Oh well. And so I just started buying DVDs. Best Buy came into the picture. FYE was another store that I used to go to, but they were always so expensive.
Yeah.
When Movie Stop opened is when my collection sort of like boomed, because at that point, to that point, I didn't have anywhere for used movies. Really, I didn't go to like pawn shops or anything like that. So being able to get like trade in my DVDs, once I commit to an upgrade, I'm upgrading. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not buying more DVDs. So once I started unloading those things and I'm finding these Blu-rays for used, $2, $3. That's when I really started collecting heavily. So yeah, I've always been discs. I know a lot of people started with VHS. I kind of did, but really I only had like 15 and I just watched those same 15 over and over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been, I don't know, 20 years, because I'm 39. So like 22 years I've been collecting, and constantly my collection always changes. I'm not like a hoarder. I'm not too attached to things. So like I still constantly, like, the movie shelves are always a little bit different. I only try to keep what I love or what I think I really want to watch again. So yeah, it's fun. But this year I kind of made a promise to myself to not do so many blind buys, and I've broken it like maybe 10 times, but that's pretty good for me.
You're like, it's progress. It's progress.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking end of July, only 10. That's
only
really
10?
good for me. Yeah, that's I'm
still
proud of
on
myself.
2 hands. I can do it.
Exactly. I need to stop now before it gets to like a third hand. But,
oh man. But I know some people have hangups about buying used movies. I have no problem with that whatsoever, because you can find some great deals and bring a lot of fun, good movies into your collection. Absolutely. But what drives me to that even a little bit more is, okay, this is my old man ranting at the sky, yelling at the sky kind of thing. But the prices of a lot of things have, not everything, but it's kind of drives me that way a little bit more. So what do you think about when a standard Blu-ray release of a new movie comes out and it's like $30?
No.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
I won't get it.
Exactly. But that's a legitimate, like, that or even more for like a
this might
Blu-ray.
sound crazy to some, but I'm right there with you. Okay, so if a new movie's coming out and it's only getting a Blu-ray, I honestly will look for a digital to see. If it has a 4K digital, I know, and I feel like and I feel like most people are starting to really pick up, that thing is going to get a 4K if people are buying that Blu-ray or if the movie was successful.
It seems like it happens a lot. Yeah.
Exactly. So in the meantime, if I really must watch it again, I'll get a digital version in 4K. If it has one. If it doesn't, I'll wait, because I don't watch things immediately when I buy them anyway. So I'll wait, gets a 4K, I'll buy that. And if I did buy the digital, I'll just give my code away to somebody else and they can watch it. But yeah, I do have price limits, especially with Blu-ray.
Well, I've been doing that too. Even with 4K, like when they're dropping $40,
Oof.
almost like pushing high 30s,
Yeah.
$40 4K. That's not a big chunky box set. It's like not saying anything
No.
wrong with it. It's a very nice set, a slip on a 4K, but that gets to a price where I'm like, meh, I might hang out and wait. But I'm right there with you. I don't have any problem looking at digital
Oh,
either.
I just want to watch the movie.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Yep.
I'm a movie lover, not necessarily a physical media lover. I do buy movies,
I love it too. Yeah.
but I buy them to watch them. And if I can
Yeah.
watch them digitally yeah, I get it's compressed and internet. I have never run into that. That's like a common thing. If your power goes, my power has gone out, and I don't know, maybe there's like a hurricane or something like that. So, I've been lucky. And if it does, that just means that night I can't watch it. Like, it's okay. I'm a hybrid. I'm a hybrid sort of. As long as
Yeah.
I could see the movie, I'm happy.
No, I agree with that completely. I think like once in the last 15 years, our internet went out, and I was like, I got these movies we could watch.
Right.
We have
And it's
electricity.
great.
We can still watch it. And,
Yeah, it's great when
it's
you
like
have to,
been
but
once.
exactly. I can't remember the last time my internet went out and I badly wanted to, and it was like, I must watch,
Yeah.
a movie right now.
Yeah.
So maybe other people have experienced it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been, but I do like, just like you said, I do like having them on the shelf to have them, but I have no problem going digital.
It will always be my preference, but it's not
Agree.
like the end all be all for me.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Sin giving me more crap there. He'll check it out in about 20 years. Yep. Oh, Sin, love you.
Yep.
Oh, bless her heart. That's what you got to say. Yeah, Suncoast Movie. Oh, I forgot about that. That was
like
in
a
some of the
mall
malls.
store.
Yeah, that was some of the malls. I didn't have too many of those around me, but I have been to them before.
I think there was one in one mall down here, and I was younger, so I never bought anything from there.
Yeah.
But it looked cool. I like
Yeah.
seeing it like in old videos. I'm like, I would have killed at that place if I was old enough.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to go there.
A lot of times they had, if I remember right, they had like music too, like CDs and
They
stuff
did.
too.
Suncoast was like a music. It was like an FYE,
Oh yeah.
but without them like like I don't think they sold like T-shirts and all that
Right,
kind of stuff
right.
and toys.
Right. Oh, we got a warning here. Never go on a movie shopping trip with Nate. He'll make you buy movies that make you cry.
What? Oh, okay.
I want to know the movie.
Yeah. I don't know the movie. I know what he's talking about. Me and that's Scott. Me and Scott met up 2 years ago, and I think it was 2 years ago. And we went to Orbit. And we went to North Carolina, and we went to Orbit DVD, like the physical location.
Yeah, I got to go there once before. Yep.
Same.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
my one time.
Yep.
So he lives north of it. I'm south of it. We just
Yeah.
kind of met there, and we had a fun weekend. I don't know what movie I made him buy that made him cry, but you're welcome. I know it was probably good. I feel like I recommended him. I am the worst to go movie shopping with, though. Like, especially if you're trying to save money, don't bring me around because I'm gonna tell you that you need so many things you probably
You
don't.
should buy that now. Buy it.
Yeah,
Buy
you
it.
need. If you're not a real fan, if you don't buy this, and they'll buy it every time. So, no, but all fun. That was a fun trip. We had a good time. We were in that store, dude. We were in that store for like 3 hours, and then we left, and we came back before we went back home. We went back for like one more little go around. I think we both bought a couple more things. So
Yeah, no, it was fun. And I've heard they've, my buddy Jeff that has gone there quite a few times. They've remodeled quite a bit since the last time I've been there. So I'm kind of interested to go back and check it out a little bit.
I feel like it's almost for movie collectors. It's almost like the Mecca, It's like, you got to go make the pilgrimage, go shop there, go walk around, go look around, go talk with people. It's great.
Well, maybe you heard of it. Maybe you shopped on their online store, but then you actually get to go there. And the time we were there, we were meeting up with a few friends that met through this whole YouTube crazy stuff.
Okay.
And then end up just random people. You'd be like, you see them hold the movie and you can't help but be like, oh yeah, that's a good one. And you start talking a little bit, and
Yeah.
it just reminded the VHS rental store days or something.
Yeah. And you know what it is too, is that they carry imports, and it's crazy to see all that stuff in person. It's one thing when you're ordering online and you're like, oh, I'm ordering an import, whatever, it's coming from somewhere else. But to like go in a place and they have like all these like imprint and 88 films and all these labels, second side, and like you could touch it. Like that is, for us, that is very cool. It's like a very cool thing, I think.
I 100% agree. I remember saying that when we were there. I think I made a comment like I never thought I would see all these things just lined up on a shelf in front of me. And somebody could be like, some people in my family would be like, okay, what's, great, whatever. But I'm like, no, seriously, like you got to like import this stuff. And it's like sitting right here. Like I can
just grab it.
I can pick it up and read the back of it. And, no, it's a fun store. It's cool to see they're doing so well and hopefully continue the good path there. So.
And he said Galveston was the movie that I made him get that.
Galveston.
Made him cry. It's such a good movie. So I know he liked it. I didn't know it was gonna make him cry, but
I've not seen that one.
Oh, highly recommend it.
If I feel like crying.
It's a little sad. It's a little sad, but it's a good crime. It's like a crime thriller. You know what it feels like? A Taylor Sheridan movie that he didn't make. Oh. He was not involved at all.
Okay.
Ben Foster is in it. Elle Fanning.
Oh, Ben Foster. Yeah. Well, both of them. Elle Fanning too.
Terrific. Yeah, and great acting. It's a small little drama, but like a crime drama. Great movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh shoot, no, I have not. I like both of them. Ben Foster, he's been in some good stuff.
He's underrated. Still underrated after all these years.
Shoot, it's on. Looks like it might be on Tubi and Roku channel right now too. So
yeah, I think,
or maybe even Prime Video.
I definitely own it. I don't know which shelf it's on, but I just recently got it at my books. Now I go to like this bookstore that sells used movies, and I got it on 4K for like $7. But worth seeing it however you could see it.
Oh shoot, yeah, no, I'll definitely check that out. Ben Foster. Right off the bat, I always think of when you were talking about Sheridan too. Hell or High Water.
Oh, amazing.
That's such a good one.
And this is like, it's in that ballpark because it's in Texas, obviously. Yeah. So it's
you
it's
get
got
that feel.
You get that feel. It's like an American movie. Like a small American. I don't know if it's not quite indie like it was Magnolia. So I mean, it didn't have a big budget, but yeah, it's just. They don't make them like that too often, so when you find one, it's like a little gem. Yeah. So I always try to tell people about Galveston. It's fantastic.
Did you ever see Christie that he was in?
I did. Yeah. I did. I saw Christie. Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
I thought the movie was fine. I thought he was great. Yeah. I thought he was great. He's evil.
He was diabolical. Despicable.
Yeah, he was the worst. Like
I was like, dude, I hate you, and that just means you're acting really well.
Exactly. And literally, the end made me. I would say the third act of that movie is like the best part of it. It's the hardest to watch, but the rest of it felt very like, okay, they're playing like these people, and they're playing. But that third act, and I kind of knew the story, but I didn't know it like that, and it really hit. I was like, oof, this is pretty rough. And yeah, I thought the ending was very good.
Him and Sweeney, I didn't recognize either one of them at first, but they like just melted into those characters. And so, not saying I agree with you. I was kind of like mixed on the movie a little bit, but if you're just looking at performances, I think the two of them, like they threw it out there for that one.
I agree. She she's not the greatest, but I do think she's a talented actress. She obviously has a persona, so it's going to be kind of hard to get out of that.
Right.
But I thought, especially with going with someone like Ben Foster, I don't know if he elevated her up a little bit, but she was right in there with those her scenes with him. I thought she was quite good.
I thought they played off of each other well.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Not in the best way. A lot of I'm not joking about it, but it was harsh in a lot of times. But man, there was obviously some chemistry that was going on there that they, they were maybe they elevated each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Patrick is in here saying, I go to my library for 25-cent Blu-rays and DVDs. I would love to go to your library. I don't have anything like that around me. I would love 25-cent Blu-rays
Pretty
and
good.
DVDs. Yeah, for sure. Jeff was saying Beverly Hills 90210 90s just got a 4K digital. Oof.
Ooh,
How much is
that's
that
from my
going to go
childhood.
for?
The Peach Pit. That's all I
Yeah, the
remember.
Peach Pit.
Nine oh
Yeah.
two one oh.
I remember watching that too, but it kind of went a little further and further as the
Yeah.
seasons went on. But
Once Kelly Kapowski was on there, I stopped watching it.
Yeah,
Because
you
what's
were
her
done?
Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Yeah, I love Saved
Yeah.
by the Bell growing up.
Yeah.
And my sister kind of would like watch 90210. I was like, she's bad. Like, I don't want to see her as like a mean girl. I love her. So I didn't watch it anymore. But maybe now as an adult, I will
Yeah.
like find it interesting.
No, it's definitely interesting. I know I'm falling behind here on the chat. I'm just gonna run through. There a lot of
Yeah.
I see a lot of people throwing out the Galveston. I heard Galveston was good. Galveston was fantastic, but brutal. The ending had me in tears. 10 out of 10, right there. So not saying it's a bad
Yeah.
movie, but I've had those too. Where great movie, but man, you're like, it might take me a little bit to go watch that again. You know,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's rewatchable, but like you got to space them out. You're not going to watch it too often.
You got to mix it up a little bit.
Exactly.
Yep. Wind River, Nate got me. Wind River is.
River.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Great movie.
Yeah. I agree. 100%. Sheridan, he's had some bangers, man.
To me, he hasn't been involved in a bad film yet. Whether he wrote it, like he only directed he directed Wind River as well. He didn't direct Hell or High Water, but it's great. He didn't direct Sicario.
He's involved with them, right? Yeah.
He wrote Hell or High Water. He wrote Sicario, and then Denis Villeneuve, of course, directed it. He wrote Sicario 2, and then he directed Wind River, which was great. And he wrote and directed the one Those Who Wish Me Dead with Angelina Jolie, which is good. It just came out in COVID time when nobody was watching anything.
I have not seen that one.
It's solid. It reminds me of like a 90s action thriller.
Okay.
Very much 90s action thriller.
Which I'm good with.
Yep, exactly. And I know he's writing, I think he's writing Call of Duty. I'm pretty sure he's writing the Call of Duty movie. So
okay.
That went from I don't care to I care.
Yeah.
I want to watch
that. He's got some weight with his name now. At least for me. I've had a good run with things I've watched. He's been involved with in one way or the other. So, but what was the Angel?
Those Who Wish Me Dead. She plays like a fire. She's something with the fire department or something like that.
Okay.
And Nicholas Hoult is in it. He plays a bad guy. And basically these two guys are trying to hunt her down and kill her. And she's a survivalist. She has really good survival skills. Okay. So, it's a good movie. It came out in 2021. Yeah. So it was one of the day and date theater and HBO Max movies. And those all kind of,
it was stacked against it.
Yes. I saw it in the theater, but I don't even remember if anybody was in there. I like it. I think it's a solid film.
No, I'm just marking it to look up after. So
yeah.
No, cool. I love that. So we're talking about our love of movies and going out and watching those, the experience of that.
Yep.
And sorry, my dog is starting to bark now, so you'll probably hear him in the background a little bit. I'm super professional. Yeah, he's going really good now, so sorry. But
no word.
I don't know if you'll hear him, but we were talking a little bit, MLB hat you got on right now. I believe I remember the team that is on the other side of that one, but is it NY?
I am a lifelong and long-suffering New York Mets fan.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I thought
yes.
I didn't want to misspeak because sometimes people take offense, but I thought it was Mets, but I actually got to see them quite a few. Well, now it's been probably about, well, it was before the fun stuff of 2020.
Okay.
So probably about 18 or 19. We were in New York and got to see a game in their stadium. It was Mets versus the Nationals.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was a fun game. It was
Yeah.
a good time.
And that was
So
in a low point. Like our team wasn't that great,
I think they
but
actually won that night too.
hey, I'll tell you, well, the Nationals were just worse, I think, that at that point. But yeah, I've been to Citi Field. I love it. I think it's one of the most beautiful stadiums, and that's not even like a biased thing. Like I was born in New York, but I was raised here in Florida. So like
Yeah.
I'm not like a New Yorker like that. My parents are. So my dad's a Mets fan. So me and my brother are Mets fans. And I think it is my favorite ballpark that I've been to so far. I do love going whenever I visit somewhere. If they have an MLB team, I try to go to a game.
I do the same.
Yeah. If it's baseball season and
I
I'm
do the
there
same.
and they're there, I'm going to see a game. So
We've had a lot of family trips where it's like we're in Boston and like, oh look, there's a game at Fenway. We're going, or or we're in Denver. Well, you know what?
yeah.
The Rockies are playing. Let's go check
Yeah,
the stadium.
I believe
out.
in that.
And, yeah.
To me, if I'm on a trip and I'm a tourist,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the local things is sports always, and if I can go to a sporting event, baseball to me it's the easiest one to get tickets to. They're usually a little bit cheaper. The experience is long. You can walk around. There's good food usually at a lot of these parks. So it's my game of choice. Now it's not my favorite sport, but it's my game of choice live. But yeah, I've been to.
That's interesting.
That's not my favorite.
No. Keep talking, but I'm going to come back to that.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been to. Obviously, I've been to Citi Field. I've been to both parks here in Florida. Obviously, I've been to Miami. I've been to Tampa Bay. I've seen the Mets play at both when they visit.
Yeah.
I've been to Wrigley, but I did not get to see a game because they were not there. They were on the road.
Okay.
I did a tour. I did a tour of Wrigley, so that was cool. I've been to Cincinnati for a Reds game. Went to St. Louis. Shout out to Rich. I know he's a Cardinals fan. I've been to St. Louis for a Cardinals game. And I've been to Atlanta, well, the old Atlanta, when they played at the Turner Field. I haven't been to the new one yet. And then the most recent two that I went to was when I went to LA, I went to both Dodger Stadium and Angels Stadium. So, and I got to see the Twins, both games. They were making their West Coast road trip, I guess. So I saw the Twins against the Dodgers and the Twins against the Angels. But I just love going to like ballparks. I think they're so big and they're like the modern coliseums, I think they look so cool.
No, I always have fun with that too. And when the kids were younger and we were traveling around doing that stuff, as long as they got like ice cream and cotton candy and they got to people watch, they didn't care, and, and I got to watch a little bit of a game. You can get up and walk around a little bit. And
exactly.
but it's fun I had a couple friends that were trying to hit a bunch of the MLB stadiums, and then when they started building new ones, they were like, "Damn it! now I got to go to. I got more trips to make. Yep, I got to start over again.
Yeah.
I'm in the Midwest, so definitely hit Wrigley, both Busch stadiums, old and new.
Okay.
We got Kauffman Stadium, Royals.
Kansas City,
Kansas City. Did both of the Twins, Metrodome and the Target Field now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and then, we hit the Coors Field, Rockies. But yeah, we got out to see the Mets, got to see Fenway Park. That was cool to see that one. That was just one of those iconic ones that definitely want to go out and see. But then we got to go see my grandma, whether I love her or hate her for this, got me watching the Cubs. And one year we were going out for a trip with our kids to LA, and just so happens that NLCS was going on with Cubs and Dodgers after we got tickets like pretty darn reasonable, and we got to see the Cubs beat them. That was the year that they won the World Series.
So it's 2016, I think it was.
I believe you're correct. I think
it was 16 or 17. One of those. I know for a fact it was one of them.
I am so bad with dates, but it was that. But the funny thing is, it was so much cheaper for us to fly out of Chicago
Yeah.
When we flew back, it was maybe the first game of the World Series in Chicago
Uh-huh.
when we came back. And I just brought it up on my phone on StubHub,
Yeah.
and I showed it to my wife, and she goes,
She said,
"No,
no, you're not going
and
to
I'm
that.
and I'm like, thank you for saying no, because it was ridiculous. But I did listen to it. I did listen to it on the radio on the way home. But that's pretty cool. But Dodger Stadium is a fun one to be into. So,
Oh yeah, classic. You know, it's the third oldest, so I was like, okay, it's historic, but a beautiful view. From where I was sitting, first base side, a little bit up. I don't like to sit too low. I like to kind of get the whole view.
Me too.
And you could see like mountains and stuff, and I'm like, this is no wonder these people are all here all the time.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful. We were on third base side, but same with what you're talking about. We were up, not all the way up, but I kind of like looking down and kind of getting a play of the field, like a view of the field, and but yeah, no, it's I don't mind that at all. I don't mind being offset a little bit and a little higher, and you can kind of see the plays develop a little bit and see some of the stuff going on.
I will say the best seat I had so far was the when I went to Angel Stadium.
I've not been there. Yeah.
Okay, so Mike Trout not playing. Shohei. This is when they still had Shohei. So this is like 2023.
Yeah.
Shohei was playing, but I sat left field, outfield, right behind the wall, like first row. And it's this little inside, you can't see it on TV, obviously, but like inside of the fence, they have a painting of a fish. It's like the Mike Trout, whatever. Yeah. I guess because he's a right-handed hitter, he's going to pull the ball. So like maybe a lot of home runs. But the funny thing was like Alex, my YouTube partner, he was watching the game because I'm like, I'm at this game and I'm sitting like, and I got on TV because someone hit a home run. And it went like over my head, and he screenshotted it, and you could see me there with the white. I had like a white, because I bought an Angels hat. I was like, I'm an Angels fan for tonight.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
So I bought my Angels hat, and I'm sitting there, and you could see me. But like that was the closest I've been to like seeing the outfielder come, like he was gonna try to get it. He was 15 feet away. That was pretty awesome. But in general, I agree with you. I tend to be I like the third or first base line and like a little bit up.
Yeah, even football too. I don't mind being at a corner up a little higher and just kind of seeing across the field.
You get the full view.
Yeah.
You can see everything.
Yep. So I want to go back to the comment you were making about not my favorite sport, but my favorite live sport.
Yes.
So baseball, you said, was your favorite live sport?
Correct.
What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport since I was kid is I've always been a basketball fan.
Okay.
So
okay.
I am a diehard Knicks fan. So thank God they won a championship in my life. I thought I would never see it. Honestly,
that was me with the Cubs too.
Yes, exactly. Like literally 53 years. I've never seen one in my life till this year. Yeah. It was glorious. They made me so happy. But I've always been a basketball fan first. Like even when I was a kid, like playing basketball. A lot of pickup basketball and in middle school. And so like, I've always loved basketball. I'm not that tall. So like, it was never a game I was going to be able to like really get into like that, but it's my favorite to play. It's my favorite to watch just in general. I do like going live, but I don't know. Baseball has the more casual kind of feel to it. Like basketball, I feel like you got to be sitting there the whole time until halftime. And then everyone gets up. So all the lines are long.
Yeah.
So it's not my favorite live, but it's my favorite sport, like, period. And then football is actually third. I know most of the U.S., that's their number one.
That's okay.
But for me, third favorite is football.
It's just what clicks with you. That comment just struck me, though, when you said that. It's like my favorite live, but not my favorite. I'm like, oh, gosh, I got to ask you then what. No, but that's like you put the hook in there. I was like, oh gosh, what's the favorite thing? Do you get into college sports then, basketball, or much? Or are you more pro?
I'm a pro guy. Yeah. I will watch the big game. So like I do love the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
I'm locked in. I don't watch during the season. I'll just see who's good at the end, and then I'm locked in. And I love the college football, the playoff that they do with the more teams. Yeah, I'm super into that. But I will watch college football games like on Saturdays. There's no good teams like My local team is UCF. They're not that good. They were good like one time a few years ago, but
I was gonna say I remember a year they did a run.
they went undefeated.
Yeah,
With Blake Bortles, and they said they were the real national champs. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I
They won the
remember
Fiesta
that.
Bowl. They beat Baylor, and they're like,
I
we're the real
remember that.
national champs. That was it. That was the one good year for them. But
That was
Florida's huge.
that was the moment.
Yeah. But like college sports is, like Miami and the Gators and the Seminoles. And so it is really big down here, college football. So I do like it more than college basketball, but I like the tournament. The NCAA tournament's my favorite. It's so good.
You like college football over college basketball, but you like the NCAA tournament over all of that.
Yes. I like the college playoff in basketball is the best. I think it's the best playoff in sports, period.
I'm going to say that gets the most people watching sports out of almost any event. Like there's people at my work that never talk about sports ever, and all of a sudden they want to be in a pool. And
they're filling out brackets.
And they're watching the games, and they're it's crazy.
I think it's the one and done format. Like you only have one shot. You win this game, and it's so many teams, and you have these little colleges from Vermont, and you never heard of them, and they do this upset. They beat like a powerhouse. It's the David versus Goliath. It's the best. I love it.
Yeah, people love watching that for those big upsets, the Cinderella story, or whatever. But oh man, it's been a lot of years ago. But where I graduated from was University of Northern Iowa.
Okay, I feel like I've heard.
And way back in the day, they knocked Kansas off when Kansas was supposed to do a run, and then you and I went into the Sweet 16, and but it's just stuff like that. And there's every year there's some cool story like that where the smaller team that all their recruits are probably pretty somewhat local compared to some of the other. But, and then there's some team that's supposed to just run the board, and then you have that little one come up and
our last one down here was a Florida Gulf Coast University, FGCU or something like that, or F8, one of them. They freaking had nobody. I don't even think none of their players made it to the NBA, but they had they were like a very exciting, fast-paced, up-tempo team. They had a young coach, and he had a really gorgeous wife. And so, like, there was like coverage of them. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And he ended up getting, of course, USC hired him the next year because he's like, oh, well, he's a good coach of this little school. Let's get him out to California. He might still be at USC, but, that always happens. The little school, they take your coach away once you have a good season. Yeah. But they made I think they made it to the Elite Eight. And, that was fun. I think it's the best playoff, honestly.
Well, it's like I said, I've never seen so many people that don't care for sports actually watch sports or talk about it or whatever, like get involved with it. Exactly. Maybe this Super Bowl, but Super Bowl is one night, and the March Madness, you got multiple weeks of that. And
World Cup, the World Cup.
Oh, that's been pretty crazy this year. Yeah, too.
Are like going for these, Norway. And I'm like, never even been to Norway, but they get attached from watching the game. So I think the World Cup's probably the closest in the US. I know worldwide it's the biggest, but.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I remember back in the day, like in the 90s, like I remember, so like one of the commentators that was on a lot of the things was Alexi Lawless. So I remember when the US team, that was the first time I remember in my lifetime that soccer got really big with World Cup, and that was when that U.S. team that he was involved with. Was it Donovan too?
Landon Donovan.
Yeah.
Landon Donovan. I remember he was a few years later. Him and Patrick Dempsey. They were
okay. They were sorry, I get them all mixed up, but like a few of them, just those names. I'm like, man, that was the first time I was like, what's this soccer thing going on?
Right. But, and who was that goal? Tim Howard, I think, was the goalie. And Alexi Lawless, though, he was kind of the first U.S. big name, I think. Sort of, and plus he had that look with the long red hair,
and the big orange, the red goatee kind of.
He had a good look for it.
Yeah. He looks a little different, all clean cut and everything for the newscast now. But
he looks like an adult.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at you all grown up. Yeah, right. But no, it's cool. But I completely understand that that's like gigantic everywhere, and here it's still catching up, kind of a thing. But it looks like they had pretty darn good turnouts for games
I
in the
mean,
U.S. for
all the
this.
games I think were like sellouts, and I heard in North America, so they counted obviously U.S., Mexico, Canada. I think that final it was like 60 million viewers or something crazy like that. So,
Yeah,
I mean, good on it. I did like it. I watched a good amount. I didn't watch all the games,
yeah,
but as soon as my team, like once the U.S. was bounced, it was hard for me to be like. At that point, I was like, I'll just watch to see the stars.
yeah,
The
yeah,
team I'm rooting for is gone.
yeah.
But it was fun. But yeah, people I never even knew looked at sports were World Cup, going to parties and all kind of stuff.
Yep. Nope. I was on a fishing trip with my dad, and I remember we ended up in a hotel bar watching the U.S. Team play for a little bit, he could care less, or couldn't care less about.
Yeah.
I always say that wrong, but
Yeah.
couldn't care less about soccer. But he's like, "Oh, I heard they're playing. We should go to the bar and watch it." I'm like, "Okay," but it was fun to follow them along, and I'm glad that they had a good success with it, because it probably was, with U.S. trailing behind the rest of the world of popularity for it, and it's no knock on it, but just our exposure to it. I'm glad it did well. I'll just say that it looks like they had great turnouts for games. And,
oh yeah.
So no, I'm glad that happened. So, Ari's World in here saying hello, great channel member. Thank you for dropping in here. It was 2016, fellas. Thank you.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
I couldn't remember. I'm so bad. I forget my own birthday. I'm not even joking. So,
yeah. And that was an interesting World Series, because that was Cubs versus Indians. And the Indians haven't won a World Series since like the 40s. So
it's who wants to not win it.
Right. One of them teams was ending a very long I mean, Cubs was longer, but the Cubs are still, I mean, the Indians are still on there. It's been like 80 years since they won a World Series.
Yeah.
So.
I still remember that too. Yeah. But I always say Indians too. But,
they were the Indians when they played the Cubs. Now
correct. But I still remember when they were going to Cleveland to play. And I still remember they would always shoot up to the luxury boxes, and like LeBron would be up there like, "Come on, Cleveland," And I'm like, "Come on, LeBron, let my Cubs." No, but it was that was a crazy one, but but it was fun to see them down there. There was a lot of Cubs fans down there, and but it was fun to see that stadium. That's just like we were saying, a lot of history there. And when I travel around, I don't even care. I don't even have to have a team I'm interested in. I'll have a fun time and just checking out the stadium, watching the game, and having a good time with it. So
yeah, I just love going and finding what kind of good food they have.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And the only reason I went, I had a Dodger dog
Yep.
and some like garlic fries and a little Dodger helmet.
Yeah,
it was they were good. The only reason I even went to the Midwest, like I probably, they would have been some of the last ones I got to, but my parents for a few years, I want to say like 3 or 4 years, they lived in Indiana. So my dad went up for work. So when me and my brother would go visit, we'd be like, let's do a little road trip. Like Cincinnati was like 90 minutes away. So we drove. Yeah. Chicago, that was like 3 hours. Yeah. And then St. Louis was like also a few hours, but we stayed the night out there. So I was like, well, since y'all live here, we may as well. So he always says like he regrets, that we couldn't go to like Milwaukee and like a couple of the other ones that were nearby, but I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, well, I guess that's right. I have been to Milwaukee too, because there was a while there where it was cheap. Well, it still could be. It was cheaper to go see the Cubs play up at Milwaukee than at Wrigley, and it was cheaper hotels and. They had like tailgating, like they have parking all the way around the thing. So I still remember some people giving me grief that were Brewers fans that said, people keep calling this Chicago North, and we don't like that, because it was like a lot. It's not that far away from Chicago,
right?
So but no, that was a fun one to go to as well. That's one too where I don't mind modern technology where you can have an open stadium, but if it's raining and bad, they can shut the roof on it. And
they're retractable
when it's working. But
both stadiums here are domes, obviously because of the weather. It's too hot or it rains. So the funny thing though is Tampa is, I think, I think, that Tropicana Field is the last dome owned. Like, it does not open. It is permanently
Oh, okay.
closed
Okay.
dome. So it's very like old school feeling when you. It's
Yeah.
a dump. Honestly, it's one of the worst stadiums in baseball, but it is cool that it's like the last of the pure domed,
Now
stadiums.
now I got to go visit it. I want to win it. I want to visit
Oh,
it
it's
now.
horrible. You should. It's basically like watching a baseball game. It's like they built a baseball field in like a big garage. It's very gray. The hallways are like it has no character at all, other than a big orange juice glass like out in right field, like
Were
the
you like,
lights.
did you even try? Come on.
Yeah, but I will say Miami, beautiful. That's a retractable one,
Yeah.
but it's newer, so obviously it's nicer. Yeah, Lone Depot.
I was going to
very
say
nice
that
and
one. I
food.
remember. Yeah, that hasn't been around too long. But
No, but that one the roof is always closed, but they can open it.
Okay. Okay. Prince always likes to ask, Nate, serotonin boost movie as of late. Do you have a movie that you can put on that puts you in a good mood, or if you just want a little pick me up, or just a fun, carefree time? Doesn't have to be the best movie or your favorite movie, but just something you can put on to have a good time with.
Yeah. I tend to, I'll call it like, those are like comfort movies to me.
Yeah.
It just makes me like, this is great. I'll give you one weird one and one normal one. I like to do one of each all the time. So
go for it.
The normal one, honestly, anything from my childhood, but I've talked about this before. Like, I love the movie Heavyweights with Ben Stiller.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I grew up watching it. I was a chubby kid. Forever. I was like, I can relate to this movie.
Me too, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my parents are gonna send me here. Yeah, like I hope not. There's no crazy guy like this, but it looks so fun, right? Because I never went to summer camp as a kid, but I always wanted to. So, Heavyweights is one that's like a normal one. That's like I just seen it a lot. Yeah. The one that is like weird to me because it's a comfort movie, yet it's just full of like destruction and death. But I love, and I won't say I'm obsessed, but maybe the closest thing to being obsessed with the movie Cloverfield.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's found footage and it's shaky and people, but I don't know. I've seen that movie so many times.
You can go back to it.
I just and I just feel like it's mysterious. I still don't know. There's still so much I don't know. Even all these years later, it's been out almost 20 years, 18 years old, and I'm still like, and I love it. And being from New York. And, even though I was raised here, I go back pretty often. Like, I just love a New York set, big monster disaster movie. So, yeah, Cloverfield's like a comfort movie for me, even though, like, so many people die and buildings get thrown around. But one of my favorite, like, monster movies for sure.
I was joking about that, too, the other night, where I kept on, like, referring to movies like, oh, that's a fun movie. And it's like a horrible horror movie where everybody died. I'm like, oh, I have fun with that. And I'm like, well, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
But like you say, that's a comfort movie. But
yeah,
you can just put it on and have a good time with it.
And it's short. It's like 80 something minutes long.
Yeah.
It's got like, TJ Miller's really funny as like holding the camera. I think Matt Reeves, his direction. Yeah, it's found footage, but it's also like one of the best found footage movies, in my opinion. So
yeah,
I love that movie.
I'll do a quick shout out, Nadia, Horror with Nads. Thank you so much. I see there was a little raid that came in, so I appreciate you very, very much. Nice. I think I'll be hanging out with her tomorrow night, so always appreciate that. So welcome in, everybody. Something I should have said right off the bat, talking with you. I know we mentioned it, but I didn't say, but you're half of Geeks and Flicks. I have the link in the description of this video. If you have not checked their channel out, please go do that. It doesn't cost you anything, and you I always say you might find your next favorite channel. So you never know.
You never know.
Doesn't cost you anything. Just a couple minutes of your time. Go for it.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. We do it for fun, and the more people that join in and want to have some fun with us, makes it even better. So definitely go check out that link. You can check out Nate and Alex on Geeks and Flicks. And if you haven't seen mine before, you can consider that as well. So
Yes.
I appreciate it very much. We'll do that. That's your public service announcement for the evening. I'll probably do it again at some point, but no,
Smart.
in all honesty, it's, we appreciate you. This is the reason channels, and I know Nate and Alex do the live streams a lot as well. It's fun. It's fun to have people join in the chat, throw in your thoughts, your questions, and that's the reason we do it. So I appreciate you coming out. Check us all out, and we'll appreciate you forever. Eternal.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. But no, in all seriousness, it's fun to have people jumping in and doing that. And Nadia, I thought I saw something where it said you did a raid on the channel. So Nadia, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. I gotta figure out how to do that for people. I don't know how to do that, but I appreciate you know how to do that, and you did that for us hanging out tonight. So, I just completely lost where I was at in the chat, but sorry. I'm gonna. Oh, do you guys have a favorite concert you have been to?
Oh, wow.
Throwing out the big ones.
Okay. I know you're. I know. I said before too. Like I like music, but I'm not like I've not been to many concerts.
Yeah.
But my favorite that I have been to is now my favorite. I did get to see my favorite. I grew up listening to mostly like hip hop, so very big on like 90s hip hop, early 2000s. I don't listen to too much modern stuff. Like I still listen to like Nas and Jay-Z and Mobb Deep and like Notorious B.I.G. and stuff like that. I did see Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. I did see him in concert here. And it was cool. But my favorite concert that I've been to was actually I saw the Roots play. So down here we have like obviously we have all the theme parks and Universal Studios. Every year they do like a Mardi Gras thing from February through April, and they have a lot of concerts, and sometimes it's like old bands from like, you know, they're past their prime, but they're easy to book. And every once in a while they'll get like a real current artist as well. Like I think one of the Jonas brothers was there last year.
Yeah.
But a few years ago the Roots played, and I absolutely love the Roots. Like I've listened to all their albums, and it was amazing. It's an outdoor venue, and there's no chairs, so you're just gonna be standing there the whole time. And it's warm, obviously. Worth it. Loved it. We were like close to the stage. It's hip hop, but then they have like a band, so then they're playing like different music, different genres. They're just kind of like, I don't know. It's like jazz, but like of hip hop, pretty much. And amazing. So I got to see like Questlove there on the drums, and that was probably my favorite concert that I've been to. I loved the music. I loved the whole atmosphere was fun. So I would say that one. That's probably my most memorable that I like the best.
Nice. You know, and that's a tricky one too. It doesn't necessarily mean your favorite music or band, but just the concert. There's a lot of things that go into that. People you're with, or, you know, the time of your life or whatever. I'd say one that always stands out for me, definitely getting into like the late 90s, early 2000s rock or alternative rock. I was with two buddies and we went to one. It was, what was the order of the lineup? It was Hurt, Cold, Disturbed, and Godsmack.
Oh, some heavy hitters from the early 2K.
That was kind of like your early 2K. And I was in 2K mode. I was with two of my buddies, and that was a blast. I just remember having so much fun at that concert. Anymore I'm kind of hit or miss on concerts. I love music. I love concerts, but sometimes I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting old. Wait, let me rephrase that. I know I'm getting old, but I don't know if that's affecting my love of going to concerts.
Honestly, I've enjoyed like sitting and like when I went to Vegas, I sat so I had a friend who had a sister who lived there, so like a local, and she took us to some like, I don't know, dude, it was like a little bar restaurant type thing. And there was like live music there. And I'm like, I like this better than like a full on big concert.
I'll agree with that.
It was chill. They were really good.
Yeah.
They could sing. They're doing covers, but like it's all random stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked it. And I was like, this is, and I wasn't deaf when I
And you can move around.
Yeah, it was exactly. I could sit down.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
so
right. Yeah. Had a seat and no, I'll agree with that. I like the small venue thing. That's what was kind of cool back in the day. Sometimes we're a very small market. So sometimes we were lucky enough where there was a big tour coming through and it hit big cities near us, but the opening bands would split off on a travel day and do like a small club in our area.
Yeah.
I think I had a lot of fun with a lot of those where, like you said, it just wasn't as crowded. It wasn't as expensive.
Right.
And it just was still a good time, and you heard some great music and but no, I love concerts, but I have not been getting out to them as much as I used to. But
yeah, I've only been to a few. I'm not a big concert goer. I'm not opposed to them. My brother is more like, he's been to like many concerts.
Yeah.
So he's more of the music concert. Like he loves like the Strokes. I think he's seen them a couple times in person.
Yeah.
So he's that. I've gone and I like them, but they're not like my. I don't feel like I have like a bingo card of people I need to see in concert necessarily.
Right. Okay. So a crowd at a baseball stadium, you can take more than a crowd at a concert.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Matter of fact, you know what? I like to go to live. That is the most fun. Is like I'm not a big wrestling. Like I grew up a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But I will go to a live show. No problem. You don't gotta convince me. I'm there, and I think they have the best crowds. Everyone's so nice. Everyone's like happy to be there. They're super live. Yeah, and like they're loud. It's super loud. I went to the Backlash show in Tampa a few months ago, but last year I went to Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, and that was in the Lucas Oil.
Oh yeah. Big stadium.
Amazing. I love it. That's my favorite, like not one of my favorite like big crowd things, more than a concert. I think it's just cool.
I've never done that. I need to add that to the list. You
got to go to a wrestling show. It's different. Even if you don't follow it, like it's so fun in person. I was looking at tickets for because SummerSlam is going to be up there in Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota, but I was like, they had them for one night only. They were like $30, and I was like, man, if it's that cheap, the rest of the travel I could do. So I didn't buy. I don't know if they still are available at that price, but they were.
I thought it would be a lot more than that.
Yeah, they probably are now. They're probably like 200 or whatever. But
where are they having it at? You remember?
The football, the US Bank or whatever.
The new where the Vikings
play.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there.
Wow.
And so like I don't follow wrestling. Like I don't watch every week, but I will go to a show. Absolutely, it's so much fun.
I could see that. Well, that's my family. When I drug them, we were talking about how when we visited different cities, if there was a ball game going on, visit the. Most of them are not huge into baseball, but they would sit at they would go to a live game.
Yeah.
100% over watching it on TV. Like, you get people watch, but then they go get their ice cream. And like I said, I don't know how many times we've bought little plastic baseball helmets with the soft serve ice cream in it or something like that. There's so many of those we bought over the years, but everybody ended up having fun for different reasons, but we all had a good time.
Stadium food is like a thing. Like you cannot get certain things anywhere else, but at a baseball stadium, it's fun. It's fun to like find out what do they got, what's the unique dish that this place has, and eating it. And usually, honestly, it's pretty good. I don't know, like again, basketball games, arena food, not that good. Stadium food, baseball stadium at least, pretty good.
Yeah. Well, anybody that's still here, saying hi to a lot of people, I think that jumped in with Nadia's stream. So thank you so much for jumping out here and say, Chucky was fun. There you go. Thomas, I don't like people in person. Yeah. Well, I like people in person. It's just in a certain quantity.
Sure, agreed.
Yeah. Uh, Brawler, what's going on? No, is it over? Not us. I don't know. If
I don't know.
maybe
I don't think
Nadia's if that's what you're talking about.
so.
But
Maybe.
no, we're still rambling for a little bit at least. But um, we got a lot of stuff rolling in here. So thanks everybody for jumping in and hanging out. Luke, what's going on? It's like Corey and Nate. What's going on, guys? Hope all is well.
What's up,
Doing
Luke?
good. Good to see you. USRG, what's going on? 2 gems, silver star. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. Even coming in and saying hi. I don't know what that means, but that's me being ignorant on some stuff. But I appreciate you coming in and saying hey. So we'll just say that. So, all right. So I got to go see some wrestling. I got to see it live. I got to see it live.
I highly recommend. It's fun.
I don't know if it'd be easier to find. What do they got I know like SummerSlam and like things like that.Ose are big deals.
And they have like Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I got to find something like that maybe.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw is also fun. So SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown. Those are fun. I've been to 2 Royal Rumbles. And I've been to 3 WrestleManias.
Nice.
So yeah, and WrestleMania. It's gotten like unattainable. It's too expensive.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially with the TKO merger, it's like I'm not spending that much. But if you can get a good price for a WrestleMania, an amazing experience. The first one I went to, I think I paid for me, my cousin, and my brother. I paid like $90 for all 3 tickets.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So I was like, well, and it was like, I bought them the day before and I was like, they're still available. Yeah. It was in Miami. It was when The Rock came back to face John Cena. It was like,
oh, wow.
Everybody was crazy. I hadn't watched wrestling in like 10 years. And I was like, well,
but I want to see this
for this price. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. And we drove down to Miami and literally watched it and drove back. So that was my first. My second one was here in Orlando, and my third was in New York. I went up in New York in 2019. Wow. So I love it. The big shows obviously are better, but honestly, just go to a Monday Night Raw. You'll have fun. And you'll see, the people are so nice. They're all just fans of this thing that's sort of still niche. As popular as it is, it's very niche.
Yeah.
And you have like cool merch. You'll just be talking. You just start talking with random people around you just because they're all so nice. So I love wrestling fans. I'm not the biggest one, but when I'm around them, I'm all of a sudden like, yeah, I love this guy. I don't even know who he is. I love this guy. He's my favorite. I just made
my new best friend.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I've never had a bad experience.
I think I would do well with that. It's funny when we would go on trips, my kids would always joke that they'd joke around like, oh, dad's making a new best friend. You know, I'd be talking to some random person, but, oh gosh, now I got to look it up and see if there's anything even close around me to do that. I'd love to do that.
I mean, if that's your nature, you're going to leave with like 20 friends.
I'll just be high-fiving everybody.
They'll do it. Yeah, it's great. It's so much fun.
No, I'm going to have to do that. So just with that excitement that you're talking about with that, I've had a lot of great friends that have that same excitement about conventions or cons, you know, of like of anything like horror con or Comic-Con or, you know, like there's a con for everything. Have you ever dipped your toe into any of that world at all?
I have only dipped my toe into it. I've been to one, and funny, I met some of the people. I met Jay and Rob, a Big Knock. Rob, I met him. We went to New York Comic-Con a few years ago. We met up in New York, and that's the only one I went to. I'm not going to lie. I was mostly had anxiety because of the amount of people that were like in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not an anxious person, but I was just like, man, this is like too many people all at one time.
A little too close. A little too close.
A little too close. So, on one hand, I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing to have that many people who love all these things in one place. I do love that. I don't know if they're for me just because of like just the sea of people that and you're just in there. And yeah, I think they're cool. I don't know if I would go to another one necessarily. Maybe a smaller one, like a small scale convention, but not New York Comic Con.
Yeah, no, I want to check them out, but I've heard that from friends that have been going to some for many, many years, and some of them now are the big ones, but they weren't quite so big when they first started going to them. And I'm kind of the same way where, yeah, I think it sounds awesome. It'd be fun, but if you're just like bumping elbows the whole time and can't move where you want to move, and I've never thought I'm too claustrophobic, but if you're like just packed in on a hot day in a convention center and you want to go there, but there's no possible way you're going to go over there because there's a sea of people, I just don't know how I would feel about that. But.
And even if you get hungry, it's like, okay, we've been here for 4 hours. Let's grab eat food. There's like, you're in a convention center. When we went outside, they had like little food trucks. And and then all the lines are astronomically long. There's nowhere to sit. I think we sat on the floor and ate hot dogs. I'm like, this is not exactly my dream, scenario.
And how much were the hot dogs too?
Oh gosh, I don't even.
Don't even remind me.
Yeah. So like, it was cool. It was a cool experience. I did see things I like, but I feel like I didn't buy anything. Like, if you're going and you like, I want to get this autograph, meet this person, I think that's great because I just sort of went. I don't know. But there's one here called MegaCon. That's like our big one.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah,
MegaCon. I don't think it gets. I mean, it's busy, but I don't think it gets busy like New York Comic Con. So maybe I should try that one and see if I like it better. And then the horror one here is called Spooky Empire. That's like one of the big cons.
They're like twice a year, right? Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they get some good names there.
Yeah, some friends of mine, they like to go to that quite a bit.
Brian, maybe I try one of those.
Yeah. Brian Goes Blue and Coco 2 is they're friends of mine that they're down in the Florida area, and I know they like to hit each year of that. And I've heard some other friends go down and meet up with them to go do that. It always sounds like a lot of fun, but I kind of wonder how I'd mix with it all. But
I don't know if anxious. I'm not an anxious person. It's stressful. It's stressful being in. And then like you get separated. So like I was with a group. And you get separated from like your people. You're never going to find them. You can't hear. So even if you call them, I couldn't hear them. So you just hope and pray you bump into them at some point before you, or text and be like, don't move.
Yeah.
You're by the giant inflatable
hold your right hand
robot.
up.
Stay there. Yeah.
But that's a problem too. You get that many people in one spot. Sometimes cell phone signal isn't that great too. Like things get bogged down and calls and texts aren't going through. But no, I completely understand that. But I know we were leading off a little bit earlier, being half of the Geeks and Flicks with Alex on the channel. Do you mind jumping into that a little bit? Like how y'all met up and got rolling with the channel?
Yeah. All right. So that's a great question. I guess a little story time again. So yeah, I used to do my own sort of thing. I was a podcaster first. Like that was what I really wanted to do and that's why, when we were talking about like this sort of like, as far as length, I kind of like the free flow. Like I don't like to be too much like in a box, like, oh, we got 1 hour. And, so I liked podcasts and the ones I used to listen to, they would just kind of, some would be an hour, some would be 2.5, just wherever it falls. So I was like, I want to do that. And I want to talk with my friends about movies. And so I started a podcast, and then we did dip our toe into YouTube, but didn't do a ton of like YouTube stuff. So we had a channel, but it was not really much of a thing. Anyway, COVID, obviously, we used to record in person together, and then we started doing like separate, but then it was harder for people. And then like my cousin who I used to work with, he moved to New York, and then it kind of, it fizzled out, and that was fine. It was great. We had a great run. I loved it. But I was watching YouTube, and this stream popped up, And it was actually Alex and another guy, David. Flix Talk is his channel.
Okay.
They were doing a show, and they had like a call-in line, and I called in. For the topic was something. It was like horror. It was like a horror show. And I called in, and I was chatting with them. And then afterward, Alex hit me up on Instagram. And he was like, hey, thanks for the call. Would you be interested in like talking about maybe like doing something, together? And at this point, I was still doing the podcast. So like I hadn't stopped yet. And so I was like, sure. So we hit it off pretty good. And then I came on almost like as a guest pretty much and did a show there. I remember it was breaking down like the Universal monster movies, Universal classic monsters and Hammer horror stuff, because it was in October. Yeah. So I did that, and he was like, hey, I don't know if you want to do it or not, but if you would like to be like a co-host with me moving forward. And at that time he was doing 2 live streams. So I hosted with him one day, and David hosted with him the other day. So, and then eventually, David ended up, going to do his own thing. And then me and Alex were just doing it every week, and it kind of stuck. So eventually I stopped my podcast, not because of that, but it was a lot doing both, honestly.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it was a lot. But other factors caused that one to stop. So I said, all right, well, this is what I'm going to do now. Excuse me. And yeah, and that's kind of how it started. And then we have been doing this since I think 2021, like 5. Nice. In October, I think it'll be like 5 years. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it started off with me calling in.
Yeah. No, it's crazy when you look back and like how long. I always get made fun of for saying like, oh, the other day we did it, like, no, that was 5 years ago, and I always say like the other day, but no, that's great that you've been around. So obviously you had some common interests, or something that kind of connected there. Is there anything in particular you think you really connect on, like movie types, or like where do you think you both cross over? And I'm sure there's things where you don't as well. I mean, we're all people, and you're not gonna
a lot,
but where do you think some of the crossover points are between the two?
For sure. So in talking with them, like obviously the main thing that we both have in common, well, we're both Mets fans. I found that out after the fact. I was like, oh, you're a Mets fan? I'm a Mets fan. That's cool. So we had a baseball team in common, but movie wise, I found out early on that he was a big action movie fan, and I love action films. And so we do what's called the Action Movie Guys podcast as well. So like Geeks and Flicks is the YouTube channel. We have a podcast that is called Action Movie Guys, which we're going to start uploading videos of the recordings to YouTube soon, but that we've been doing almost as long. And that's kind of the main thing that we have in common movie-wise. Because honestly, we are not very similar other than action films at all. Like he hates horror movies. I love horror. I'm really more broad as far as my tastes. So we don't have too much in common there other than we both love action films. So that was kind of the main thing that we had in common was just that at first. Oh, you're muted.
I'm great at doing that. Sorry. I was having some things too. So where do you think do you have anything that you don't cross over with or disagree on, but it brings some fun to the, your live streams or podcasts,
everything else, honestly, like if we're doing a horror show, we're so opposite on, because again, I like horror in general. He doesn't, but like the franchises he likes, I'm not necessarily a big fan of. So like even recently we did that show about Evil Dead the other week, and like that's his number one favorite horror franchise. Like I don't even like this franchise that much. Like it's okay, it's fine. I like a few of the movies. And I one thing I don't love just in general, or like with content that I watch or like listen to or anything like that, is I don't necessarily love when people are just like contrarians, right? Like I'm going to be opposite of everyone all the time. you know?
Sure.
And so I like when you're not that, but like you have two people and they don't always agree on everything, because then it's a good, that's more interesting. So there's tons of movies that he liked and I didn't like, or that I really loved and he hated. And usually it's outside of the action realm. We're so like kind of in sync there, where I'll watch a movie, I'll be like, I know he's gonna like this, or vice versa. But every other genre is a toss up. And just a lot of other things. Like I like to try to bring a different, personality wise, we get along good. I wouldn't say we're necessarily the most similar. So I think it works because
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not the same person.
Yeah.
Like you're not just hearing the same person saying the same thing in two different bodies.
Yeah. Well, and you can get some interesting conversations as well when, you both bring different perspectives to any conversation or chat that you're having about things. But no, absolutely. So I've seen a lot of different things on your channel, anything from like reviews of movies, live streams, comparisons of like, should you upgrade, or, there's a lot of great stuff. Where do you have anything like, where are you going with the channel right now?
Yeah.
And not to be like a difficult question, but like,
oh no, I love it.
But not saying that's not good. And even if that's what you're running with, but where do you see what's coming up on the channel?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I love it. It's funny to look back to like where we started and what we do now. One thing that I feel like that I'm really proud of with our channel is I try to so for anybody who's not familiar, or this is like your first time like hearing of us or anything like that, Alex is very much he is on air, but he's also like the backstage, like the producer type guy. So like all the graphics, editing, I know how to do none of it. I don't run any of the live streams. I'm not, and I purposely don't learn because I don't want to know how to do it. And then I would just want to make videos. I don't want to do it. So he's very much that. And I'm, as far as our like dynamic, even though we both come up with ideas, I've always been more of the sort of like idea guy, right? Like I'm like, all right, what are some kind of shows we could do? Maybe I'll give him like a list, and then from there he'll give input, and we come together and be like, all right, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So I'm very much what can we do that's different, like that not other live streams are talking about? Like if everyone's talking about physical media, we're not going to talk about physical media. If nobody's talking about it at that time, maybe now we'll talk about it. So, and maybe it hurt us in the past by not jumping on trends, but I tried to stay away from trends for the most part. So
just keeping with what you're genuinely interested in.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of the dynamic, right? We both are personalities as far as talking. Also, he's much more, so the Should You Upgrades, that's all him. That's his idea. That's his show. That's his baby. That's what really blew the channel up recently in the last like few months. Like we took forever. I'm not lying. We took so long to get to like 1,000 subscribers.
Well, you just surpassed a pretty big milestone. You had a live stream for that, right?
Yeah, we just hit.
Or a video that you did for that, right?
I think we just hit like 5.
But you've ran past 6, that now.
Yeah, we're almost to 7, I think, in no time.
Well, I think I saw like a 5,000K celebration, then looking at it right now, it's like 5.79K.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, we're almost to 6. Yes.
But I'm like, well, cool. That's fun. But that's fun to see, right? I mean,
of course.
Yeah. So congrats, I guess, first of all for that. But yeah, just finding some traction. So you're saying as of late, a little bit more kind of digging in?
Yeah, so that's been kind of the big push because physical media is what it is. I've always been the movie review guy. So I do shorts just so we can have some short form content. Yeah, I used to do out of the theater like long form, but I was like, you know what? Let's do shorts so we could hit both kind of brackets, right? Yeah, long videos. Yeah. And then, of course, we do the stuff together like the podcast, the director spotlight, and then the live streams. So as far as what's coming up in the future, last year, I feel like we go through phases. Last year, we did a ton of like franchise rankings. Yeah. This year, we've done none. I was like, let's do something different. So now we just kind of been, free form, but we might go back to some old stuff. Like we've done a lot of trivia nights, and those are very popular. Like people loved our trivia games.
Fun hanging out and
yeah. So we've thought about bringing that back, but honestly, to tell you the truth, I couldn't even tell you because we kind of just come up with it as we go. It's like, what do we feel like talking about this week?
Was it maybe is it a little more fun not to be so planned out, where it's not like it's not your job, it's for fun,
right.
Right. But I mean, you take it seriously, but
yeah, you don't want to be stuck either. Like, okay, we do this and
this is all
what
we do. Yeah, this is all
we
do. Yeah.
So we're okay with that. I feel like we're okay with that as far as recorded content. Like, yes, we do. Should you upgrades? I do theater reviews. When it comes to the lives or stuff we do together, I kind of like it that it's a little more. We'll have like a base idea, but for the most part, we're gonna like switch it up, mix it up, try to have guests on. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we don't. We'll reach out to people about certain, like if I know someone loves a certain movie, like we just had Frank on, Frank's Media.
Oh yeah, great guy. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. We had him on because he loves Evil Dead. So I was like, you want to come on? And he came on and we talked Evil Dead. So I do like it. I will say though, as much as I love that, I am like the planner, scheduler type. Yeah. So I have like all the podcast episodes set up through like the next 10 years. And usually when we have guests, I'm the one that's like reaching out, scheduling them, getting them all. So, but yeah, I love sort of the freestyle nature of what we do. Is kind of like, I don't know. We'll see.
It's fun not being stuck in just one thing though. Like you can venture out, but it sounds like it's a good dynamic between the two of you, your personalities and what you kind of lean towards and how that helps each other, like whether it's, the scheduling or the, like whatever, but there's just different things that both of you bring to it. And it's cool to see, it working out as well as it has for you. Like I said, almost 6K now. So to me, that's pretty cool.
Again, like I think we hit 1K. I don't know if it was like last year or early last year or the very end of the year before that, but it took forever. And it's been a lot of growth. So I appreciate, everyone who subscribed or watches a video. Like, I think I appreciate it very much. And, the other thing too, is like, I'm more of, I don't know if any of your, your normal people, like I'm usually the one that's on other people's streams more often.
Oh yeah.
Cause of just scheduling is easier for me. Right. Like he got a family. Yeah. I have no wife, no kids. So like I could go out there almost like the promo guy and, talk about what we do. And, I like talking with people a lot more. So it kind of works out that way.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that from some other people too, where, when you start getting some traction, things start picking up, but then all of a sudden, all that hard work you did in the past, they start going back and watching that stuff too. Yeah. And then it just kind of snowballs from there. And maybe that's just the great spot where you're at right now, like, pushing on 6K. So like I said, congrats on that. That to me, thank you. To me, that's a crazy number.
Me too. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it.
But it obviously well-deserved. And you guys worked hard for that. And hopefully, next year we can talk again and be like, I can't believe we're at 12K, or whatever,
You never know. At this rate, fingers crossed, right? Yeah. Knock on wood, all that stuff.
Yep. Keep on doing that. You were talking about like, you like doing some of the reviews of movies, like going out to watch. Is there anything, not to be a trick question, but anything you were maybe a two-parter looking forward to reviewing that's coming out yet this year and not looking forward to reviewing coming out yet this year? And if you don't, that's fine, but just,
that's a great one. Looking forward to actually reviewing, I think when it comes to that, my favorite reviews are when, I'm able to like see a movie that no one like this, like Exit 8, for example.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody seeing this movie. Yeah. I want to talk about it. Now. Do they do the best? No, they don't. No. Like also nobody wants to see that movie or see my review, but I tend to like it. On the flip side, just as far as one that I think I'm like looking forward to talk about, there's some stuff in August. Like I'm really hyped for that End of Oak Street movie.
That
with the
looks.
dinosaurs.
It
And
looks interesting.
it looks weird.
I'm
But like
intrigued. I'm intrigued.
exactly, like
Yeah.
what is going on?
Yeah.
That is something that I don't know what's going on. So I'm looking forward to seeing it so I
Yeah.
can like talk about it.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to. There's a movie this week actually. I'm gonna go see it, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. It's called Her Private Hell.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know that.
Okay, so the only reason I even know of it is because it's directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, whatever his name is, the guy who did Drive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, but Drive's like the only movie of his that I love. Like I thought Neon Demon was okay, but I hated that Only God Forgives movie.
Okay.
And this is giving me that vibes. So I'm not looking forward to watching it or reviewing it, but I'm going to. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to, but I'm not overly excited. And I will say, because I keep the reviews under 3 minutes because we do them for shorts.
Yeah.
I find it daunting to do some of the bigger movies. So like
I can see that.
Dune 3. I'm not looking forward to trying to review it in 3 minutes. Or even Doomsday or Spider-Man. Like those, I'm going to have to talk fast or really just focus on certain things. And I don't want to do spoilers anyway. I don't want to spend 20 minutes, but trying to like get all my thoughts in 3 minutes for a movie that big, it's daunting. So those I genuinely don't like. I didn't even like the Odyssey. I didn't want to do it. I did it, but it's daunting having to try to get these huge movies with big cast and big, a buzz and be like, I got 3 minutes. Let me see what I can say.
3 hour movie, 3 minutes to talk about it.
That's a minute per hour. I got
exactly.
like it's tough. So those are daunting to do. That's why I kind of like the smaller ones because then I could I could say a lot without, having to worry about like covering certain things that everyone's talking about.
Yeah. No, I'll say that I'm impressed when you do stuff like that where like to get something down to 3 minutes, that's but
every time I look at the clock, I think my longest one's like 2:58. But I'll stop talking. If I'm getting close, I'll just start wrapping it up, give my score,
I'm done.
and get out of here. Yeah, I can't go over.
No, that's pretty impressive. And to get across what you want to, but I can completely understand with the big movies, where that would be even more of a challenge to do that. I could completely see that.
It's those are tougher, and that's why I do like what we will try to do is for those we'll also do like on the live stream we'll do like a longer review.
Oh, sure.
People want to come and we both see the movie, but
I
always do short ones, and mostly I put them on Instagram. They do go on YouTube, but there is a few that I just did just for Instagram, and they do pretty well over there. So like I like just doing them as reels, pretty easy. I'm grateful that for the most part, I think people understand that I can't talk about everything in 3 minutes, and no one's been like, you didn't talk about this or you didn't talk. It's like, I don't have time. I've only had one review where really people hated me and talked a lot of trash. So I'm thankful that's only one, to be honest.
Hey, that's a win, right?
It was the 4:30 movie, that Kevin Smith movie.
Oh shoot, I didn't see that one from you.
His fans are brutal.
Okay, and I haven't seen the movie either.
I didn't like it, but I saw it and I didn't give it a 0 or anything, but I didn't like it. And I just got absolutely, you don't know anything about movies. And I'm like, man, okay, well, sorry. Don't talk bad about Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
I'll do
it's
it.
Like, hey, not saying he's a bad guy, just not my thing.
Yeah. But I don't reply. I just give a little thumbs up. Like, hey, thank you for the comment. Anyway.
Thumbs up and a heart.
Yeah, I'm not going to, it's okay. It doesn't, it doesn't even it doesn't hurt my feelings. I just always hope and pray, like, please don't let the comments be too bad. Luckily, they're rarely bad. So that's good.
So not to dive too much into that, but that's been an interesting thing. Like I never thought, I haven't been doing this nearly as long as you and Alex have on this. So, but in the time I have done it, first of all, I never thought I would be doing it. I'll say that this is further than I ever thought I would have done anything on YouTube or, putting my face out there. But yeah, you do get, you get some feedback on things. How do you work through that? Like you said, do you just kind of kind of brush it off a little bit and just kind of roll with it and just know like, yeah, people are going to have their opinions. I'm not trying to put
Yeah.
words in your mouth, but
No. Yeah.
what keeps you going, kind of going past that and to put the next video out?
Yeah, it happens. I will say I'm fortunate that it doesn't happen too often to me.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because it's shorts, so like it doesn't always. Oh, people leave comments, but it's rare that it's like too negative.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll disagree. I'm okay, and I always ask people in our videos. I'll be like, if you agree with us, leave a comment. If you disagree, leave a comment. As long as people are respectful, I'm cool with it. I feel like Alex has had more experience with the negative comments because his videos get way more views. So he'll get a lot of stuff on the should you upgrade videos where it's like, oh, your equipment's no good. And they don't even know what he's using. But, he gets a lot of that. Yeah. And, I've talked with them and I say the best thing to do is nothing. Say, thank you for the comment. Leave a thumbs up, leave a heart. Because at the end of the day, people leaving comments helps you in the algorithm. So even if they all said, this is the worst video I've ever seen, but 1 million people said it, that means 1 million people clicked on the video and people looked at it.
People are watching it. It's
And you cannot take it personally because these people don't know you personally, right? Anytime I'm here, this is what they know. Like to the internet, this is my whole life, this little corner, right? So I don't take it personally. It's okay if people disagree. If they say something mean, I won't like it, but I also am not going to engage. I'm not going to be like, well, you're wrong and you're this and that.
Let me tell you you're wrong.
No, it's to keep it fun and to keep yourself sane. I think you have to allow the comments and you have to allow the criticism, but you can't let it dictate, your whole mentality or anything like that.
Oh, 100%.
Can be tougher for some people. It depends too. Like I feel like I have a pretty thick skin, so it's kind of tough for me. But for some people, it might be a little bit more, sensitive to them. It could be tough,
and maybe even just where you're at in your journey of getting into YouTube too.
Right.
Like from the first one I put out to now, even I can see a difference from how I react some things or don't react to some things, but it's a learning process and it's still fun, but it's always interesting where you're putting yourself out there and trying to have fun with it and share some thoughts and sometimes it goes over better than others, but.
I mean, for anyone looking to get into this, you have to assume that that's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you cannot go in and be like, you know what? I'm never going to get any hate. Everyone's going to love me all the time. Yeah. It's naive and it will set you up for sadness if that's how you approach it. So like you said, you're putting yourself on the internet. You hope most people like you and you do your best, and not everyone will, just like regular life, right? So, except in regular life, people may not come up to you and say, you're an idiot, I hate you, where they'll type it.
You're dumb and ugly. Shut up.
Yeah. But you're putting yourself out there if you're going to do this. So it kind of comes with the territory. You got to be able to accept it. If you can't, don't do it. Or turn off comments, I guess, but that will not help you in the long run.
No. And I honestly, in my very limited experience with this whole thing, a friend of mine, she was gonna start doing a channel and but she was nervous to do it, and I was like, well, if you really think you're gonna enjoy it, do it. And like I said, I have such little knowledge of this. I'm not trying to say I'm like an expert, but from the things I've heard from other people that have been doing it longer and then what I had experienced in my limited time, I said, do it if you're gonna have fun, but if you're nervous about it, no matter what you look like or how smart or how funny or how charming you are, somebody's going to come out there swinging at you at some point. It's just gonna happen. Some people just find some joy in doing that, I think. And, but just know, a lot of that's probably not personal. They just are looking for the reaction they're going to get out of you. And, but don't let that sway you. If you enjoy wanting to share your voice on some things, like, go out and do it. But,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna run through just the chats really quickly here. We
sure.
sorry, I know I fell behind again. I'm always great about doing that.
You're good.
We got Chris in here. If you're still in here, thanks for jumping in here. Evening all. Hope we're having a good one. Yeah, we are. Yeah,
Yeah.
just hanging out here for a bit. Sin was saying I bring my own food to the cons as well as coffee.
Smart.
I would love to go to MegaCon. Dragon Con is fun too. SDCC is humongous. I don't San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, yep. Thank you. Haven't been to New York Comic Con, which is the largest in the country.
No wonder. The one time I went was the largest in the country. That's why it's stressing me out. I should have started with a smaller one.
You're like, what am I doing here?
I jumped right into the deep end.
And when I starting your channel, here we go.
Yeah.
Nate, when did Alex say I do? I think that's when I was asking about starting up the channel there.
Yeah, 100% was.
100%. I'll check. Sin was saying the link wasn't working in the channel. I hope I'm gonna double check that.
But the other one you did.
I posted it in there, but I will double check after too to make sure, because I for sure want people to go check out the channel. It's like I said, doesn't cost anything, and you might find some cool stuff that you like. You dig, and
might want to watch a movie review in less than 3 minutes.
Win.
I'll try my best.
Yeah, you don't have to stay up all night to find out what he thinks about it. You get it right there. But sometimes it's cool to have some. I need to do a better job of that. I think that's good to have on your channel, a mix of that, where you get the quick hit items, and the longer form items too, pre-recorded and live. So it seems like you all are hitting everything.
Yeah, I think in my opinion it was like, because a lot of times not everyone, but a lot of times what people will do is like they'll have like long content, but then they'll just cut a piece of it and put it as a short, which is also works great.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, why don't we just do it specifically for shorts? Like
sometimes
make a short video.
Sometimes you can tell it hits different. Like if it's like, this is what it was geared for. So
yes, because I also do top 5 videos in the 3-minute format. So like I will do a movie review, and then I'll make a top 5, and then like one will go up, the other one will go up. So I do like the dedicated nature of like, this is meant to be short.
I can see that. Yeah. No, 100%.
Other than a clip.
Yeah. Jeff was saying, I really enjoy what you and Alex do on the platform.
Thank you. Yeah. We tried to have him on. We got to have him on again. We tried to have him on, but he was having issues like getting into the program we use, because he was going to come on for the child's play ranking with him and Tiana.
Oh, he would love that. Yeah,
I know. That's why I asked him, because I know he's like a huge Chucky fan. So we got to figure it out and try to have him on again.
You should. He's a cool dude.
He was on my Ninja Turtles team on Mike's stream last night. So Jeff's great. So I definitely want to have him back on. We got to figure it out.
Great collector, great fan, great knowledge, cool guy. And got to meet him in real life a couple times, and hopefully again here pretty soon. So nice. Anahi, what's going on? I don't know what the gems are. I've got more gems, but I appreciate it. Whatever it is, I don't care. You're in here saying hi. Thank you very much, and floating hearts. So Anahi, you're a sweetheart. Thanks for jumping in here. And I see you said, I saw you were going live, Corey, dropping by to say hi. Thank you if you're still in here. Always good to see you. Hope you and the family are doing well. Jeff was giving you salutes for 6K, or you. Getting right there. I mean, you're knocking on the door of it. Knocking on the door. Well, the path we were talked about from like a year ago to now. You're heading there and past. So
I mean, we're gonna have a 6K live stream, hopefully like in like August.
And hopefully when you schedule that, you'll be at like 6.7 then. So
that's what happened.
By the time it happens,
it was already like we were supposed to do it like a month before, but like schedules didn't work out.
No, I know, but it's kind of funny how that works. But I think I was watching some of that stream. It was a couple days after, just with life and you only have so many hours in a day. But by the time I watched it, I pulled up your channel. I'm like, oh, you've trucked past that already. So, but which is cool. I mean, that's okay. That's what you want to see, So
absolutely.
Giving you salutes for that.
Yeah, your chat is going crazy. I have it pulled up on the side. They are just like going back and forth about the Odyssey. So I don't know
Oh,
if
I
you're
haven't
going to want
gotten
to
to
read
that
all those
yet.
comments, but they're really going at it.
I try to pick and choose because I want to maximize my time with you and not keep you for like a marathon. But Gizmo, I got to at least bring one of yours up. You always like to give me a hard time, but he says, Sin in the house. She's still angry at you, Corey, for not saying Evil Dead is the best movie you've ever seen. Sin, get him. Ooh. Well, I know. I didn't say I didn't like it though either. So
there you go.
Sin was saying, I've heard about Private Hell. Was initially interested, but I feel like it's going to be a bit too artsy fartsy for me.
I agree. That's the problem. That's my concern, is that it's going to be more Only God Forgives and less like Drive or Neon Demon. It looks weird as hell. So I'm not excited, but I'm going to see it.
You know, I'll have to check that out. Jeff said, we're more than our hobbies, as long as we remember that it's easy to brush off people's opinions. And he was just saying that them haters add motivation.
Absolutely.
You're like, bring it. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll just leave it at that. It's interesting, the things that you come across when you're just like, I love this movie. And then people are like, I hate you.
Yeah.
or I didn't care for this movie. I hate you. Like,
hey, you're wrong, and I
can't
hate
win.
You. Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm an evil person. I just didn't click with it, or I did click with it and you didn't. You know, like, it's okay.
That's okay. The thing about anything really, but movies, games, shows, music. To me, it's like not everything is for everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in like that. I don't like to use that in that way of like, sometimes we'll be like, this is not for you. I don't mean that. Yeah. What I mean is not everyone's going to like everything, right. Like I'm watching the chat about the Odyssey and and I see that maybe they didn't like it. Like I enjoyed the movie, but you know what? I'm not approaching it from the same way that maybe someone who is very familiar with the source is approaching it, or someone and we all come from a different angle when we watch stuff. So like, I try not to subscribe to like that sort of like hive mind about anything really. Like if everyone says it's great, I'm still going to watch it as if I heard nothing, and vice versa. But the point I wanted to make was I also try not to use like blanket statements. So like I tend not to say like this movie is the most amazing movie ever. What I try to say is like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Here's why I liked it. And I'll give it a score. And that's my score. And if your score is a 1, I respect your score because there's reasons you didn't like it. So, that's what the whole thing when you get negative comments, it's like, dude, you could just not like it. It's okay. I no sweat off my back. I don't know.
I didn't say I hate you.
Yeah. I love the Odyssey. And if you love it, you're an idiot. It's like, well, okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But, I'm not saying anyone's doing that now.
Thanks for the comment.
Thanks for watching, I guess.
Please like and subscribe.
Right. Exactly.
That's pretty much what you do with some of those. But I don't know. Oh, gosh. I just saw... Is this one? Sin was saying, I know where I discovered Nate from. The Hitchcock series. You guys have been doing with real movies. I recognize his laugh. LOL.
Yes, that's fun. So that is that's me, Alex, and KB, and we go over on really old Harrison's channel, really old movies. Yeah. Harrison's a buddy of mine. I've met him in person twice, so that's
nice.
Yeah, great guy. A young man with an old soul who loves these old movies. And we do Hitchcock, The House of Hitchcock, it's called. We've done already 2 or 3. I don't know. We've done a few like seasons of it, and we have one more coming up. So if that's how they know me, then thank you. We'll be back. We still got now we're going to his old British stuff and silent films and stuff like that. Literally just watching all the Hitchcock movies.
He digs into a lot of cool stuff.
Me and him.
I've never met him personally, but just live streams and I've been on the live stream with him, I think, one time. Yeah. Either way, it's yeah, he's digging into some stuff that maybe you don't hear about all the time, and maybe you find something you really enjoy that you
Yeah.
might not have seen before. But
He's great. Yeah, we did a whole Frank Capra box set. Like
oh
I've never
yeah,
seen any of those movies, and he knows all the actresses' names and he
well
knows
he's
all
got a
this kind of
lot of
stuff.
knowledge.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So my favorite thing with him is like because he loves all those old movies. When I went out to Cali, we saw a movie together in person, and I was like, I'm so excited because this is so not your like genre, and we saw Fast X together,
Oh, nice.
and a great joy of my life making Harrison watch Fast X. I was like, now you're gonna see
you're
something
gonna
with
see
some
it
colors.
all.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it all.
Great acting, explosions, family. So that was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah,
He liked it too. He
family.
liked the movie. It
It's
was
all
fun.
about family.
Yes. So a good memory for me.
Well, you got to have a nice,
Yeah,
rounded knowledge of film. So
of
you were
course.
just help round the corners off for a little bit
Yeah.
for him. So.
I love old movies. Like I love watching classics and discovering them, but he's the pro. Like he is the pro. He knows his stuff. I lean on him. He knows all the actors' names. I just watch the movie and say if I liked it or not.
I was going to say, every time I've seen him, the older classics,
Yeah.
man, he's got some knowledge that I can't remember that much stuff. But
He's out of this world. Great guy.
yeah, absolutely. Ani, again, thank you so much, sweetie.
Wow, you have a lot of gems.
I don't know what that is, but I appreciate you. I just like seeing your face pop up and you saying hi. So thank you so much.
Can you cash those in?
I
That
don't
like
I have
YouTube dollars or something?
I have no clue. This is I'm going to be completely honest. This is the first stream I've ever seen gems pop up before. So, whatever it is, I don't even care. You just jump up and say hi. I thank you so much, but it looks cool. It's all lit up and everything. So,
Yeah.
Ani, you're a sweetheart. Thank you so much for just jumping in here and saying hi. But I will have to look that up. I'll Google it after we're done to figure out what
you have like
gems
212
are.
gems. Or
I have
like
no
that.
idea. Yeah, so I might be able to like trade it in for a dime or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
For like 10 new subs. Maybe.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Everyone counts. So, everybody was going back and forth. Sorry, I'm trying to really hurry up here really quick to say hi. Ani was saying all is well with the family trying to survive the desert summer. Oh yeah, you were in a hot area. It's about 110 right now.
Aye. That's right.
We actually finally had a cool off. We've been hanging in the good 90s. But today we had kind of some storms come through, and today it dropped off a bit. So we're in the high 70s, which is a big cool off for us, for the high.
I wish. It won't be 70 here until December.
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Oh, it was, for me, it was amazing. I went outside this morning with my dog and I was like, it actually feels okay to come. It wasn't like hot, humid, and like I want to go right back inside. But yeah, I know you're in the desert area there. Hopefully you're surviving it all right. Maybe get to the pool or some water and hang out and have fun. You're sweet, Court. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. No, you are too. So thank you for throwing. I don't even know what those gems are. Yeah, thank you. I love it. I just love seeing you here and saying hi. We were hitting on a little bit before we came on live, not to switch gears a little bit, but gaming.
Yeah.
And, do you have a little time to talk about that before you have to go?
Yeah.
Or,
I will say I am a former gamer turned light gamer. I'm a light gamer now.
Did life change that for you, or did you change it for you? Or
yeah.
A little of both.
A little of both.
Yeah.
A little of both. I mean, life decided my hand-eye coordination wasn't what it was when I was younger. And not that I'm that old, and there's people older than me that are still heavy gamers.
I'm older than you. Well, I'm not saying I'm a heavy gamer, but I'm older than you. But
okay, there are people that are older than me or my age that are heavy gamers, and I do believe if you never give up the hobby, like it could keep. I will say, growing up, big time video game just nerd. Like I got a Nintendo when I was 3, like the original NES. From that system, I always had a game system all the way up until maybe like Xbox 360 or something like that.
Yeah.
Big time. Loved sports games. Loved fighting games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and things like that. Sports games though, that was like my two bread and butter things were sports games and fighting games. So like basketball, NBA Live, and World Series Baseball, and Madden, and NFL 2K, and all this kind of stuff. Huge into it. But again, this was before, a lot of it was before online gaming. So it was couch. So like me and my friends would get together, sit on someone's couch, take turns. Winner stays on, loser gets off. You know, like try to get me off this couch if you can, and just try to see how many you can win. So
who's going to open up a seat? You know,
yes, exactly.
I played that a lot. Yeah.
And then Halo, as far as shooters, once Halo came out, that was like, we played Halo, Halo 1 on the original Xbox. Like, we would go to my cousin Mike's house. And this is going to really date me, even though, you know, I never feel that old, but this is going to date me. So we used to go to my cousin Mike's house, and we would have two TVs, one in the living room and then one in the side room. And we would get the link cable and link the two Xboxes together. It was like a LAN party that they used to do with the computers. And me and one of my cousins would sit in the small TV in the room, and everyone else would be on the big screen. And we would just play Halo from, honestly, we'd get there at like 6 p.m. and we'd be there till like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., just playing games. So that was probably the peak of my like amount. Nowadays, you could catch me on like, I'll play some Overwatch with my brother and his friends. I play a little Overwatch. I do like playing like classic games. So like I have like the old Ninja Turtles collection, the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game. I still like fighting games, so I'll still play some Street Fighter, but like nowhere near the skill level that I used to have, and I don't claim to either. When I play with these kids, I'm like, y'all are gonna beat me probably.
Oh,
I'm okay. I'm decent.
I'll be dead before I twitch and try to shoot your back or something like that. But no, it's funny you mentioned Halo. That was one of the times it kind of blew my mind where I had a couple friends. They had to get together and he had to have. So he worked for now it's a company that's not around anymore, but it was kind of like a Best Buy, but it was more like high-end TVs and sound systems and things like that. But there would be stuff that would come in that was not repairable, and then he would bring it home and try to fix it up. So then he had it was a trailer house. I don't care. But he had rooms with multiple like the old school projection TVs that he brought home that they said were to be thrown away, and he'd fix them, get them working, or at least well enough. And people would bring their Xboxes over. One of the first times my mind was blown was when we had like 3 Xboxes linked together and we were playing Halo, 2 people on each TV, and there was like 3 projection TVs, and people are like, don't cheat, don't look at our screen, you know, kind of a thing.
Yes. No screen looking.
Yeah. No sniping. But that was so much fun. I remember a couple nights where we'd come over and just like order a stupid amount of pizza and like we're gonna hang out and then it's like, oh, the sun's coming up, we better go to sleep or something like that. But
as convenient as online gaming is, I feel like the rise of online gaming turned me into a non-gamer. That was another part of it because I loved just being in the same room. I love trash. Like me and my cousins.
Oh, we trash talk all the time. I mean,
we're talking the most those are the people you could say the real mean stuff to, because it's like, you're my cousin. No matter what, we're family, so we'll get over it. And you know, just trash talk, and you could look them in when you beat them. And you just look over, and they can do nothing. Right.
Or even with that, we had cables running into other rooms, like for those instances. But you would like you'd hit somebody, and then from the other room you just hear like, "Oh, that you made it too easy for me," you know. It's so easy, and you know, and you're like, "Shut up."
Yes, and there's something about that's lost with online gaming that you'll never get back. Now I could play with someone who is my friend that lives in California, but I want to sit on the couch. I want to look at you when I beat you. I want to talk trash, and I miss it. So like, it's kind of, and plus now I feel like most of the time I'm playing with like 12-year-olds. I don't even know You're playing with a bunch of random kids
that are way better than me.
that are way better, and I don't even know what they're doing. And then you hear them on the microphone, they're like, "Yeah, your mom."
Yeah, your mom.
Like, oh my
Like,
god,
leave my mom out of this.
I'm turning this off.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my mom you said that.
Right.
No, that's where actually I loved well, Nintendo Wii and then Switch when they came out, having some more of the kind of couch co-op games,
Yeah.
you know, where so we were playing some of those with especially the Wii with our kids, or actually having some friends over and like playing some stuff like it, you have the split screen thing, but it kind of reminded me of those days where I mean you're right there competing against each other or whatever, and it was a fun time.
I feel like Super Smash Bros is kind of the last like the last bastion of couch game. Like people still will get all together because you could fit so many people on the screen at one time. And shooting games, forget it. I don't even think they do split screen anymore. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they don't. You're either playing by yourself or online. That's it. So I feel like Smash Bros is the last of the fighting games in general will still get two people in a room and be able to play this game.
The kids, I think later, right before they got too old, they were out of the house. Overcooked. I don't know if you ever played that.
Oh, is that the food? It's like a little food game. Yeah. That's cool.
But you're right there next to each other, and but that one it was more like cooperative, like you're trying to work together for a common goal. But it was the same type of deal where
still fun.
It's going on. I still remember Super Smash Bros. When I finally was like, this game sucks, and I walk away from my young son that's beating me like crazy on it.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, this game sucks. But I always have so much fun with those types of games that there's a few that kind of come out and they try to intertwine where two people have to kind of work together with it, but it just seems like it's far and few between. But
minimal. Everything's online. Everything. You stay in your house and I'll stay in mine and we'll play online, which is, again, it's great, it's cool, but it's not the same. Not the same.
I think that's where then I started leaning towards like single campaign mode type games, but those are even getting less common.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like, but do you have anything currently that you're messing around with or
gaming? No, honestly, at this point, all I play is MLB The Show and Overwatch. That's it. I play Overwatch. I mean, it's, you know, it's been out for a while, but like that's I don't play the Call of Duties and all that. Not anymore. I used to play Call of Duty. But, not big into that, and I've dropped off pretty much all other sports games except MLB The Show. I do play Street Fighter 6. I like that one. That one's a lot of fun. But really, at the end of the day, I have like if my brother and our other friends aren't online, I don't play too much by myself. So I play like maybe twice a week at this point. You know, I'll get on for a few hours at night and talk crap with them. And I'm the oldest by far. Like I said, I'm like 9 years older than my brother. So everyone else is his age and younger. And then there's me. But I'm just grateful that they let me play with them.
Thank you for letting me play. Yeah. No, it's kind of funny. Mine's changed quite a bit too, but I've fallen into like weird, or maybe not weird, but simulation games. So I got sucked into Steam on PC that sells games on for PC to play. I got kind of sucked into the rabbit hole of American Truck Simulator, where you're a truck driver and you have to earn money and upgrade your truck and do all that. And I can see where somebody's like, that's super boring, but it's like relaxing. And I can just like chill out and like sit back and play it for a little bit. But there was a few others that I've gotten but between trying to watch some movies and do fun stuff like this, hang out and do this, it's, time is short and
it disappears when you play a game.
Yeah.
Time evaporates. You're like, I'm going to play for 30 minutes and it's 4 hours. You don't even realize.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What's the one more round or, or just one more round.
Yeah, one more.
One more. Do it. Just one more. Just
3 more hours later.
Yeah. No, I've been there many, many times. Well, I don't want to keep you too awful long. I'm going to run through here really quick and if we have more stuff to talk about, that just means maybe I'll twist your arm and come hang out again. Maybe both you and Alex sometime or something too. Or
Yeah, sounds
have
great.
him on. You never have to twist my arm too hard to talk about, hang out and talk some movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Always
heck
have a
yeah.
fun time doing it. Jeff was just saying, yeah, I knew you would like this. He's like, yeah, I'm glad video games are a topic. He digs into that quite a bit on his channel, and big fan. He's got quite a collection of different consoles. And
Yeah, I know
games.
he's a gamer.
Oh yeah.
He's a legit.
It's fun to talk to him, and then he explains to me the things I don't know. So that's what you gotta have friends in your life like that. They can give you the knowledge,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he's definitely one of those. Prince was asking Corey, he's saying, I dare you to play Elden Ring. That's one I've never gotten into, and it's nothing against it. I never got into it. I heard friends of mine that did, and they sunk hours and hours and
months of your life.
Yeah. Lots of, I think it's like
that.
never ending, the never ending story right there. But, but yeah. So, like I said, didn't want to keep you all night. I appreciate you so much for hanging out for as long as you have. I will double check the link in the description to make sure that's working. I know I dropped it once in the chat. I'll do it again just to be safe. Hopefully that works too. Oh wait, I don't know. Maybe that doesn't work when I do it through StreamYard.
I can click
it worked.
Let me just see what happens.
It looks like it worked.
Oh yeah, I clicked it and it took me to our page.
I put it in there too. I had it in the description. I thought it worked. I will double check it after I'm done, but please, if it doesn't work, check one of those out. I'm going to go back and make sure it is working, but go check it out. Nate and Alex, like I said, they do a great mix, and you do something that I need to kind of strive for, where you're doing a good mix of like the short form, the longer form pre-recorded, and the live streams. And it's good to mix things up like that, and probably keeps it, fresh for both of you as well.
Yeah, I would. If I could give any advice, and I'm not some kind of guru, but if I could give any advice, it would be exactly that. Like, we started off just doing live streams. Yeah. That's all we did. And the channel grew a lot more when we also did recorded mixed in. Because a lot of times people will watch your live streams and then you do a recorded video, then they'll go check those out. It doesn't always translate the other way. So
Correct.
Like we have almost 6,000 subs, but like our live stream is not with 6,000 people in it. And that's okay, because the same people who have always watched the lives are always there. And I appreciate that as well. So, just a good mix, I think, helps.
Yeah. Well, and some people only dig one format over the other, and that's just what they go to. And but when you hit the short, the long, and the live, well, you're kind of covering your bases for, what people like.
And we do the theatrical movies and the physical media. I feel like you want to kind of cross all your T's and dot your I's.
Absolutely. So who knows? Maybe see some gaming stuff from you.
We've done gaming. Alex has done gaming on the channel.
Okay, did I miss that?
Done gaming.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't do great. Nobody watched it, but I watched it. It was funny. He was playing he tied it in. He was playing all the 007 games. So he went back to like PlayStation 1, and he was like this blocky.
I gotta look. I'm gonna look that up.
I think they're still there. It was really funny. But it didn't do as well, and maybe that's just because the audience was like, we're here for your movie stuff.
Yeah,
we don't want to see. But I liked it. I thought it was funny.
I've ran into that too.
Yeah.
But
it happens.
But no, thank you. If you don't mind hanging out for just a minute, we'll just wrap her up. But everybody, thanks so much for jumping in the chat. I know I always have a hard time keeping up with it, but I appreciate you making it hard for me to keep up with it. So that's why I love doing these live streams, and why I probably don't do many pre-recorded stuff. I like jumping out and seeing people jumping out and giving me a hard time, and people like our good friend Gizmo, where I get to proofread his comments before I put them up on the screen. But love you, man. Love you. I'm just joking with you. But no, everybody, appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. Love y'all. And we'll call it a night for now, and talk with y'all really soon. So we'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Bye.